Here's JP Heath.
A couple days ago, and I assume the same is true, that I guess the one of the crazy questions, I feel like the way the guys' focus had really almost immediately shifted after the UTEP disappointment. How did it work throughout the
They've been great. They've been great. They're attacking practice. We've been in the right mindset. I told you that I think they're in a great place mentally. Now it's let's go, show the world how we can play in and play out. Let anybody watch our one-on-one.
You hear it now?
Win those one-on-ones.
Still not hearing it?
Like, not necessarily by a close decision, right? Let's come out and let's make the scorecard clear. And
what about now?
By knockout or TKO, we'll take that as well.
You mentioned during the week updates on Austin Trammell and Jim Oviano. Is the expectation like it was before the UTEP game that they should be ready to go?
Yeah, actually, Austin's going to be on the trip. Is on the trip rather, and you know the thing with Tram is he will not play today. Juma, we do believe will be available. Still not quite 100%, not quite full.
How big is it to get the running game going again? I know I'm a captain of the obvious questions, but you're still looking for that first rushing touchdown, and I know maybe it's better jinxing it to try to talk about it, but how important is it to get that going?
You know, the rushing touchdown is not an issue. It's not even a thought in my mind. We've done a good job running the ball and getting into that part of the zone in 2 out of 3 games. You know, and if we get there because when we're in the red zone, when the call happens to be a pass and we convert that, I couldn't care less. So right now, what our running backs have learned is they better score from distance. Because if we get into the red zone, our quarterbacks have a tendency to find the open receiver, and we've been doing a great job there. So, however we score, as long as we're an efficient offense, we move the ball down the field, convert some third downs, and end up with points on the board, we're going to be okay.
The Marshall offense gets a lot of attention, rightfully so, but looking at their defensive numbers, they're number 1 in 3 of the big categories. So how much, obviously you pay enough attention to it, but like what separates them defensively, because it seems like their offense gets most of the attention?
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Like you said, they're the number 1 scoring offense and the number 1 scoring defense. They're a very good football team, and that's what leads to being an undefeated team that's in the driver's seat in Conference USA. So I feel like they've done a great job everywhere. Their defensive coordinator, Brad Lambert, the former head coach at UNC Charlotte, what he's done, the transformation that team has gone through in a year, and with many of the same people, just how fast and physical that group is playing, it's really impressive. They are a hard group to move the ball against. JP, we went back and watched the explosive run cut up, which it's any run over 12 yards, and they had 0 in the folder. And, normally you have a cut up of 20 or 25 runs. And so that was miraculous. There was only 4 clips in the entire cut-up that we had, and they were R4 from our game last year. So it tells you how well that defense has done at stopping the run, and a lot has to do with their safeties, number 1 and number 8. They're impressive cats.
On their offense, obviously Wells has a lot of great parts around him, but Knox, reigning Conference USA offensive MVP, is he that kind of rare combination of he's got the bowling ball and he can kind of cut it, a good jump cut?
Yeah, he's a lot quicker than people give him credit for. He's not necessarily what you think of as a slasher, but that jump cut and that short area quickness is real. And he's always had a great forward body. It seems like any run that's blocked for 3, he ends up falling forward for 4 or 5. And
somebody from Gonzaga tested positive.
So he's doing a great job behind a veteran offensive line.
Finally, cold weather game, coldest of the year. I know y'all don't, once the game starts, the guys get warmed up. That's not as big a factor because it's not 5 below or anything, but just what are some keys in this one, hostile territory on the road? What do you have to do?
Yeah, we've got to win our 111. I mean, do our job, do our 111, and then win the battle. That whatever that job, whatever that scheme presents to us, we've got to beat the guy across from us. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to these guys rising up to an incredible challenge. Yeah, you're exactly right. It's not the normal weather that we have in Houston, Texas. It's going to be a crowd that's not going to be socially distanced. They're going to be loud, and hey, we're playing a great football team. What more can you ask for? Step up, meet the challenge, and I can't wait to watch our guys.
Amen, Coach, and we can't wait to call it here. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Appreciate it.
All right, JP. Thanks so much.
Dunleavy Family Head Football Coach Mike Bloomgren. Stay tuned. Starting lineup, opening kick. Coming up next here from Huntington, West Virginia, from Learfield IMG College.
No one wants to fight the traffic to and from the stadium or arena. You don't have to when you go win. Win transportation. Enjoy the game, not fight the traffic. Fight.
Visit AT&TSportsNet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Have no post-game plans? You do now. Head down the street to Little Woodrow's in Rice Village and relax over indoor and outdoor games, sports, and drink specials that a college student cannot refuse. All you have to do is bring your student ID to enjoy $2.50 domestic drafts. Also, don't miss out on our Monday college nights as we've got $2 domestic drafts and $3 shots. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on all our upcoming events and specials. Little Woodrow's, the official Rice Owls game day headquarters.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsNet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
The obvious disappointment in college football is, well, everything this season. Take a pick. Still no sulking around the Patterson Center, though. Owls defensive end Trey Schumann dropping some serious wisdom about what the UTEP cancellation reaffirmed to him and his teammates.
In life, if you ever just half prepare for something and it actually shows up, it's going to kick your butt pretty good. So I think what this team has been good about is every week we prepare like the game is going to happen regardless. And then when it doesn't, I mean, there's a big disappointment, but there's not a lapse in when we keep it moving. Like, it's like, okay, scratch that. We didn't do anything wrong. Let's go to work Monday and get ready for next Saturday so we can go win.
Today, Rice takes on Marshall, a very talented team. No doubt about that. Highest ranking in school history. Record-setting freshman quarterback. Reigning Conference USA offensive MVP. And a defense that, yes, ranks first in the nation. But while Mike Bloomgren sees this as a challenge, an upset comes with a simple directive.
Having the confidence to line up against a great player and whip his butt, do your 111s, play in and play out. That's what's going to give us a chance when we do those things on Saturday.
A cold one in Huntington. I think it's always cold here, actually. The 15th ranked Thundering Herd and your Rice Owls. Nate and I have it next from Learfield IMG College.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome back to live play-by-play coverage of Owls football. Owls football is brought to you by Smart Financial, dedicated to people, passion, and purpose since 1934. By the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, lighting up Rice University in Houston for over 100 years. The Karbach Brewing Company, Karbach, it's crafted for serious fun. The Parking Spot, where we've got airport parking covered. Now, let's head inside the stadium alongside Nate Griffin. Here's the voice of the Owls, JP Heath.
Mike's up.
When the game is over, they don't ask who played. They look at the win-loss record and the result. Well, the Rice Owls have a very daunting challenge here coming into Edwards Stadium. The music starting to get revved up right now. It's a quarter capacity, but the folks frothing at the mouth to actually see a football game. It's been 3 weeks for Marshall. It's been a couple weeks plus for Rice as well. Rice met with a tough challenge. Quarterback Mike Collins did not make the trip. He was spectacular in the Southern Miss game. The last time the Owls were in the left side of that win column there, the top-rated passer in Conference USA. So Giovanni O'Keefe Johnson will make his second career start, and it comes against the Thundering Herd. That's the obvious storyline. The Owls also without Austin Trammell and Antonio Montero. So, Nate, what do the Owls have to do? What's your Adidas Earn Your Stripe key to a Rice Owls victory here today?
I don't think it's any secret. Giovanni Johnson's going to have to be the key to this game. He's going to have to run well if they can get him out on the perimeter, and that's going to take some good blocking by the offensive line as well. You're going to see some zone run plays today. Might see some trick plays as well from the Rice Owls, because you got to do something against this vaunted Marshall defense. If we can see that today, I think the Owls may have some success. Meanwhile, on the defensive end. The Rice Owls have to play like they played all year long, play tough, play strong, and make sure that they get eyes on that quarterback, Grant Wells. And 2, you got to be able to sustain Brendan Knox. Don't let him start running downhill.
Yeah, I think in my mind the tide has turned throughout the week, Cal. So much focus on the offense, but you look more at the defense. This Marshall team, yeah, of course, I mean, it's 2020. They haven't had the toughest schedule. They put together what they can on the short notice in some of their weeks, but what Doc Holliday has done in the big picture, he's a fantastic coach, fantastic recruiter, and just great on both sides of the ball here.
He really is, and he's been here a long time. You know, this is a guy who knows how to coach the offense and the defense. And I tell you what, this is the 4th time Rice has faced a ranked opponent in Conference USA, but nothing like this Marshall team and what they are right now. This is a very good Marshall team, and they play well defensively. Again, we talked about their defense. They're number 2 in the nation.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Rice, you're the visitors.
Got Campbell Riddle as the Owls captain out there. Alex Mollett,
blue,
offensive lineman for Marshall. They're standing at midfield right now.
Heads. Silver logo is tails.
It's our buddy Ken Ante down there.
Yeah.
Tails is called. It's heads. Marshall has won the toss and is elected to receive.
Doc Holliday, in the end, is an offensive guy. He wants the ball first.
I got to say this. This is like a Western. We're in West Virginia. You got Ken Ante down there, and I watch the Westerns, and you got Doc Holliday as a head coach, of Marshall. I'm sorry.
Hey, I can't pass up this metaphor. He's wearing the white hat, though. We can't find the black hat guy. We don't know who the villain is in this one.
Right, exactly.
Nate loves his Westerns there.
Yes, I do.
But here's the starting lineup for the OC Tim Cramsey of the Marshall Thundering Herd. In his 3rd year, the former OC at Sam Houston State under Willie Fritz, and a former QB at New Hampshire. Mollett, that left guard that we just saw, as the captain. The right guard is Kane Maiden. 5 redshirt seniors across this offensive line. The most experience in college football on the line, returning Alex Salguero, the 6'4", 325-pound center from Bradenton, Florida. Ulmer, the left tackle from Richmond, Kentucky, another 5th-year guy, and Josh Ball, the right tackle from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Willie Johnson, their big deep threat. He is outside, coming off a career-high game their last time out against Middle Tennessee. Corey Gamage and Talik Keaton are the wide receivers. Running back is Brendan Knox. He 106 rushing yards a game, reigning offensive MVP in CUSA. Among 5 tight ends, yes, they'll have 5 tight ends, but Xavier Gaines is their leading receiver, potential pro guy. He seems like he's been here forever. Number 1 Conference USA receiving tight end. He's their starting tight end. Of course, Grant Wells up for the Maxwell and O'Brien watch list. He's the starting quarterback. And Owls, Rick Kelly will be kicking it off deep to Marshall. They've got Ali back there. Ali looking up into the sun, and he makes the catch. Coming up, Ali across the 20. Shoulder bump at the 23-yard line, and they squish him down at the 25, where it would have been maybe a hair back. Matthew Sams, that special teams tackle for the blue and gray. And here's that starting defense for the Rice Owls. Could be Schumann. Yes, Schumann does come out there. What a week he had at that presser. No surprise for a Rice student athlete out there to be well-spoken. But Elijah Garcia, defensive tackle. Also see DeBraylon Carroll. And yes, KK Orgy is out there as well. Montero not starting, but they do have Garrett Grammer out there, I see, Nate, with Blaze Aldridge and Trayshawn Chamberlain. And Calderon, Lockhart, McCord, and Bird, the rest of the DBs. They flip out on the first pass, 2 gains, the tight end up the 30-35-yard line. And Lockhart shoves him out of bounds at the 37 for 12 yards on the opening play, first down.
Got to keep the offense in front of them. I cannot tell you how important today it is for the Rice Owls to try and generate some turnovers. They've got to get the ball out of the Marshall offense hands. No question about that.
Receivers to the left, Johnson and Keaton. Marshall in its green shirts, black pants, white helmet with a green M outlined in black. Owls the white road uniform, snap, and a handoff to Knox. He staggers those feet and trucks his way behind the left guard and the captain Mollett across the 40 to the 41. Schumann and Garcia near the tackle there for a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Left to right under the lights here in a gray and hazy just turned past the noon hour here in Huntington.
Yeah, Brendan Knox, who just carried the ball, is a big back, 6 feet, 223. You got to be able to get leverage.
Receiver either way, middle of the field. Scoreless, opening minute of the game. Shotgun snap back to the redshirt freshman Wells. Pressed out to the right side by Chamberlain. Comes near the numbers near side. Floats it down the sideline to Gaines. A great catch against the hip right behind Aldridge. Great throw, great catch. Pushed out at the 37-yard line. That's going to go for 22 down to the Rice. Yes, they say down to the 37.
Yeah, you know, the one thing about Marshall is they always have good tight ends, and we've seen that throughout the year. Xavier Gaines that time running a cross-the-field pattern underneath the coverage, and that time Aldridge just was able to get a hand on him.
Trips left, balls on the hash right. Nothing. Minute and a half into the game, Rice here at Marshall. Marshall possession. Wells takes the snap and gives to Knox on the weak side, and he plows his way around the right end and meets Aldridge and Bird for that tackle down inside to the 33. Got 4. Second down and 6, Marshall.
Tell you what, Blaze Aldridge is going to have one heck of a game today, I think. You know, especially with the way that the Marshall offense likes to run the football. At the point of attack, he's going to have to be the guy.
Big Blaze's 23rd consecutive start, 11 tackles at North Texas a few weeks back. Nothing, 2 minutes in. Second and 7, they say. Snap back to Wells. Looking right out of the way. Arcs a high spiral, arching down the right side of the end zone. Incomplete over the step of Gamage in that far away. Bird running with him. That pass defense, and it sets up a 3rd and 7 for Marshall.
Yeah, good job by Bird that time. Made it a little difficult for Wells to be able to drop the ball in the bucket, but I tell you what, Johnson was in front of, we saw that time, the defender, but he did a good job. Bird did a good job that time.
Marshall first in the conference, 8th in the nation in third down conversions at 53%. Rice 44% giving up third downs. 3rd down and 7 at the Rice 33. Here's the snap by Wells, gives to Knox. He gets his way past Carroll at the hash, turns it up and inside to the 30. He stops short. Depends on that spot. Carroll over there near for his stop. Chamberlain came up to play the run, but it was right at the sticks at the 27, and Marshall gets the first down.
Yeah, he barely got past the first down marker, and like I said before, the one thing you don't want Brendan Knox running downhill, and the plays that they're running and have scripted for him, you can see they put him in position, an offensive lineman in position, to be able to allow him to run downhill.
Hash left, the one wide receiver Gamage short side left. 1st and 10, 27. Flip out right to the knees, incomplete at the 30 of Gaines. Chamberlain was all over that attempted tight end screen to Gaines. 2nd down and 10, the 27.
Nice job by Chamberlain that time to be in his spot. Blew up that play essentially because there was nowhere for the quarterback to go.
12-11, clock stop first quarter. Rice nothing and Marshall nothing. Under the lights, Marshall driving from our left to our right here, the synthetic turf field. Marshall in its green jerseys, wide stance there as Wells puts Knox from his left side to his right side. Hands out in front, takes a shotgun snap, fakes to Knox, sets up a screen to the right side this time, and it's blown up as they try to get it to Keaton. Good job by the Owls getting in there. Bird, among others, Schumann helping out too for a 3rd down and 10. They're all over that play.
Yeah, Marshall had twins right. The Owls had bracket coverage that time. They were able to make the play. It's a good job getting up there, especially up on that screen. You have an extra receiver out there to block, but that time, just a good play by the defense.
Marshall just converted a 3rd down earlier. Now they have 3rd and 10 at the Rice 27. It's scoreless. Blitz comes from the left side. Wells sees Knox pick it up in front of him and throws it towards the end zone, high and incomplete. Marshall fans winning a flag, a hold in the goal line, and not going to happen as they try to get it to the big fella Johnson there. The deep threat they have, but incomplete, and Marshall might be going for it here. 4th and 10, the Rice 27.
That was a post route run from near or from far side to near side, and a post route there. Ball was uncatchable. Ref saw it. No flag.
And that was pretty Calderon in that coverage. 4th and 10. They'll be going for it on 4th downs this year. They're 46%. Wells out of the shotgun, trips to the left. This will be a big hold for the Owls. Wells takes that snap, looking right, throwing right, a lunging catch out of bounds towards the sideline. It is caught in front of Bird, but it's short of the sticks. He got to the 19, a full. They even give him the 18, but that's still a yard shy of the chains. And the Owls have held. Ken Ante sticks out his right arm, points right in front of the Marshall sideline in the Owls' direction, and Rice holds just what the doctor ordered there.
That was a bend but don't break effort by the Rice Owls that time, and you saw the 3rd down conversions that Marshall was able to make, but the Rice Owls on third down that particular time didn't give it up. On fourth down, didn't give it up. And so now the offense is coming out on the field.
Well, Giovanni O'Keefe Johnson, what do you have, young man? His first career start came against Marshall last season before leaving with an injury. Threw for 97 yards and a touchdown to Austin Tremlin. He had 65 yards rushing in this game. He takes the snap right now, the shotgun. Hands to Griffin, from one redshirt freshman to a true freshman, and Griffin plows his way around the left end. On top of that red, white, and blue CUSA logo, he is rested down by the cornerback, Jalen McCain's Sapp, for a gain of about 4. Nothing wrong with that. Second down and 6.
That's a good run. I like that run. A-gap run by Kalen Griffin that time, just following the block. And, he runs with a lot of leverage anyway, a lot of power. That's a good run on first down.
So you got Mason and Bailey starting at wide receiver for the Owls. The tight end is Bradley. And now you've got Johnson coming in as the fullback blocking for Griffin. The rest of the starters in a bit as Johnson comes under center. It's actually a two tight set. Blitz up the middle, snap, and a toss back. And Griffin runs his way to the right, runs right into Jameer Edwards, big fella from Miami, Florida. Got a yard on the play, so officially second down, and they'll call it a long 4. Check that, 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's the rest of those starters. Clarkowski at center for Rice. Isaiah Floyd, his first career start at left guard for the Scholars. Shea Baker at right guard. Wolford, the right tackle for the Owls, the Colgate transfer, and Clay Servin, even now a veteran at sophomore, he starts at left tackle.
3rd and 4 is a good opportunity for the Rice Owls to be able to get that. It's a short 3rd and 4. It's manageable.
Mason and Bailey to the right. It's on the left hash, and Johnson puts Bradley in motion for a second to his right. Out of the shotgun, one receiver left. Here's the snap. Roll the pocket to the right side. Johnson clutches. He decides to run. Now he gets snowed under by a bunch of green, white, and black, and they're generous there with that spot. They say to the 23-yard line. He only lost 2 yards on that play. And so the Owls will have to punt it away on a 4th down at about 5.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out. They knew Giovanni wants to run. He wants to get out on the edge and try to get it up the field. But that time, nothing doing. Both receivers covered on the far side. Giovanni had to try to run, but could not convert.
Here's Charlie Mendez, freshman from Van Nuys, California. He'll punt it in this scoreless game, 9:23. Deep snap coming back from Riddle. A line drive spiraling kick, backing up the punt returner. Keaton makes a nice over the head, hands over the head, two-handed grab. A flag comes in as he is bringing it across the 30-yard line. This could be illegal use of hands on one of their special teams guys.
It's definitely going against Marshall. Now, what the call will be, we'll see, but it's going against Marshall. And that probably will be the call there, JP. The Rice Owls going to catch a little bit of a break here.
The back return team, number 6. 10-yard penalty from spot of the foul. First down.
It's Mike Abraham on that illegal use of hands. So it'll be Marshall ball backed up inside their own 30, 25-yard line in that neighborhood, depending on where that spot was. Nothing, Rice and Marshall. Marshall could not get on a 4th down. Now we do see the red hat guy on the field, so we'll take this break. Nothing. Back in a moment from Huntington, from Learfield IMG College.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it.
The only problem I've got, it sounds like y'all's mics are clipping at times, and it's not the levels. The levels are fine. I don't know if it's the mics or what.
Fantastic benefits in retirement.
That could be it also too.
Student loan debt.
I guess.
Build a better career. To find out more, visit.
Yeah, that's the only issue. And the level, it's not, like I said, it's not the levels that are making it clip. The levels are fine.
Are you ready to test your college sports knowledge? Join me as I host the Fan Exam presented by Unilever, a new live trivia game show taking place at 8 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday and Thursday through December 17th at thefanexam.com.
And I was wondering if it was just my headset at first until I put that highlight for the 4th down stop.
As you compete against college fans from
but I can hear it on that too.
Sign up now at thefanexam.com. It's the Fan Exam presented by Unilever.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and up.
A reminder that Owls football is brought to you each and every week, each and every sport by our great folks at Houston Methodist, the official healthcare provider for Rice Athletics. Visit HoustonMethodist.org. Houston Methodist, leading medicine with Nate Griffin. I'm JP Heath. We got Walter Donaldson engineering. Walter tried to saw off his thumb in pregame. We tell you that whole story. Walter,
go ahead and tell it.
Walter nicked his thumb. He's okay though. He's shotgunning Diet Mountain Dew like I am. We're all good.
Is that the cure?
I think so. At least in West Virginia. It's that West Virginia River water.
Very nice.
It's good stuff. But hey, good defensive start for the blue and gray. And Owls just could not convert on that third down. Just have to find a way to get Johnson to keep him honest with a pass. Right?
Yes. And see, the other thing is, you have a great defensive start. You want to keep that going. Those guys have to be able to rest, so you got to be able to get some conversions on third down. That offense has to be able to stay out on the field today against Marshall.
All right, here's Wells again. He was 4 of 7 for 43 yards on that first drive. 4 receivers set, takes the snap, throws it left and knocked down by Orji, almost intercepted at the 14. It was coming. That was Wells' fastball, and Orji kind of taken aback, but he swatted it down. 2nd and 10 to 16.
Should have been a J.J. Watt moment.
Exactly. That was very similar to that.
Should have been a J.J. Watt moment where he could have picked that bad boy off and, I guess traveled about another 11 yards, touchdown.
Wouldn't turn down a defensive score,
No,
too,
sir.
today. 9:09, first quarter. Rice nothing, Marshall nothing. Wells shotgun snap from the 16. Hums a spiral right side, caught by Johnson, turns it back towards his offense, and then he got shoved down, but his forward progress does the 29 for a first down of 13 yards. That play of the pass there for Naeem Smith. Welcome back, Naeem. The first game for the senior from Iowa City, Iowa, and Ellsworth JC for the Owls on the stop.
It's really good to have him back out on the field, but I'm watching this Rice Owls defensive line. I'll bring it up here after this play.
Owls showing 3 down right now. Orji stand up out in the slot with nobody by him. 1st and 10, Marshall, it's 29. It's scoreless here in Huntington. They put the young guy Keaton in motion, and they give it to him on a jet sweep on the end round. Runs into Aldridge at the logo, and he is slammed down for a loss of a yard on the play. Good vision there. Orji, they had camped that out perfectly. I mentioned nobody was near Orji, but he waited there with Aldridge, and they read that formation perfectly to bring him down. Now, 2nd down and 11.
That is a nice job. They ran a jet sweep that time, but if they continue to drop back, this defensive line's getting some pressure on that offensive line. I can see some hold calls made today for the Rice Owls.
Got 11 personnel here, 2nd and 11, their own 28. Shotgun snap to the redshirt freshman Wells from Charleston, West Virginia. Hums a deep ball to the left side, nobody in particular, over the shoulder. Interception by Chamberlain. Rings it up to 35, right sideline to 45. The black pellets coming up, the flag comes in on the return. The Owls get the pick and take it into Marshall territory at around the 48. Somebody zigged when Marshall's quarterback Wells thought he would zag, and Chamberlain gets his first career interception.
That was a lot of pressure. We just talked about the pressure. You got the pressure coming from the Rice Owls defense, and that ball was thrown errantly. Chamberlain had a play to make, and he made it. I was a little frantic there for a second, whether or not he was going to catch it. They're going to make the call here in just a moment.
There's no foul on the play. First down.
Well, I don't mind you not calling anything.
Absolutely.
That's my bugaboo, but they saw something about potential. It would have been on the block for Rice on that return. There was nothing with that pass, but Chamberlain snares that interception. It was either going to be him or McCord out there, but good job by Chamberlain. He looked like a center fielder who kind of played a little bit in on his depth and just made that over-the-shoulder catch.
He made sure that he was going to be able to make the catch. I do like that. That other was technique by the offensive personnel that can actually hold a defender down and make it look like it may be a hold or something.
All right, Owls must take advantage of this pick. 1st and 10 at the 47 of Marshall. No score. Almost halfway through this opening quarter. Shotgun snap Johnson. Design quarterback drop the middle. 45-40. Gets the first down. Slides down on his left shoulder. And he is brought down by the middle linebacker, Eli Neal, from the Bluff City of Memphis, Tennessee. We never did get that starting lineup for the Thundering Herd. Under the coordination of Brad Lambert, the former head coach at Charlotte for 8 years, all Big 8 defensive back at K-State. Beckett, their leading guy, transferred from Virginia Tech, the weak side linebacker, leading tackler. Neal, who made that stop. Beauplan, the strong side linebacker. Hodge, Edwards, Kroom, and Cumberlander on the D-line. Johnson and Pitts, the safeties. McLean, Sapp, and Gilmore, the corners. 1st and 10 at the Marshall 37. 7:14 the first quarter. A straight give right side. Griffin high stepping it and trying to shake off some of the defenders past the 35 down to the 32-yard line. Good job by Griffin on first down. 2nd down and 5 after that 5-yard run.
I like the game plan so far. Giovanni Johnson with the delay run there for the quarterback. And certainly you see Kalen Griffin not afraid to get up in there. He's been running a lot of A-gap, B-gap runs.
Dirty.
Yes, dirty stuff. The things you have to be able to get if you're going to be effective against a defense like Marshall that's ranked number 2 in the nation. He's doing it all.
Yeah, Bailey comes out of the huddle to the right side. Yeah, and scoring-wise, they're best in the nation in conference. Only 10 points per game. Give up 260 yards per game. Also first in the conference in nation. A snap and a hand to Griffin. Dirty again up the middle. Swings it out to the right side. A first down to the 25 to the 24-yard line for 8 yards. That tackle coming in by the Thundering Herds defensive end, Darius Hodge, who wrecks shop behind the line of scrimmage traditionally. First down of the Marshall 24.
Be about the business, guys, and that's what they are. That was a trap play that time that they ran with Kalen Griffin, and I like the way that he's able to break tackles. That's the thing. Run yards after contact. If he's able to get yards after contact during the run, that's going to be good for the Rice Owls today. This is going to be, as you mentioned, this is going to be a dirty game. You got to be able to get out and dirty with it.
Owls possession after the pick from Chamberlain. First down, the 24-yard line of Marshall. Still no score, 5:48 clock moving in this first quarter. Receiver either way. Shotgun, snap, hand to Griffin. Swings his way again on the right side. Does a little hip doopsie-doo inside the 20 to the 18 for 6 yards. Maybe the 17 if they're kind here. And they are kind folk here in Huntington, West Virginia. Yeah, they give him down to the 17. 2nd down and 3.
See, I like what I'm seeing right now because, A, the offense is moving the ball, taking advantage of the turnover. B, you're giving your defense some rest. So far on the day, 35 yards rushing between Kalen Griffin and Giovanni Johnson. Kalen Griffin, 5 carries, 27 yards. That's a good chunk. 5.4.
2nd and 3. Maybe we see Johnson with a pass here. He comes under center, tight into the left. Hand down is Bradley. Staggered eye formation. Snap no, a hand right side, and nothing fancy as Griffin gets hit around the ankles and tumbles down to the 16. Got a yard on that play. 3rd down and 1. The first quarter has been good for the Owls, and they're 3 games, mind you, small sample size, but Rice has outscored its opposition 19-0 in the first quarter, so Captain Obvious, a big 3rd down and a long one here.
Yeah, they're bringing in a bunch package. Anytime you see the bunch package, you see number 82 coming there, Jager Bull. He's going to do some blocking. You got the fullback now. T formation for the most part. A little bit off.
Yeah, and they move. There you go. Lineman coming down too. Inverted bone there behind Johnson. 3rd down, a long 1 yard. 4:20, 4:19 of this first quarter. Johnson pointing out all 11 guys, 10 of the 11 guys in the box for Marshall. Snap, a hand to Jordan Myers, and he tumbles inside the 15-yard line. A flag comes in towards the end of that play, and this does look to be a hold against Rice. Somebody on that left side, I believe.
Well, it could be movement within the offense. We'll see what they call here. Could be a hold, could be movement. I thought I saw movement by the offense.
False start.
Yeah.
I know that's offense then, Kim.
Yeah.
False start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty. The up man was going forward. It was not going sideways. 3rd down.
Got a little anxious there.
And Charlie Stone coming in. He was that lineman that came in. His first time getting his name on the broadcast. Unfortunate they're bringing it back, but it's 3rd down and 7, 4:12. First quarter here in Huntington, West Virginia. The 15th ranked Marshall Thundering Herd hosting your Rice Owls.
Yeah, you had a 3-back set that time, and he moved slightly before the ball was snapped. Got to remember the snap count. Don't get too anxious. Just be very, very patient.
Mason and Myers out to the right, the short side. 3rd and 7 at the Marshall 21. Thundering Herd fans trying to make some noise here at 25% capacity. It's scoreless. Twins to the left. Now Myers moves to the left. Snap. Quick slant left side. Caught by Bailey. Takes a tumble at the 15, but just short of the sticks. Unless they gave him like an extra kind of visitor's roll. No, they didn't to the 15. 4th down and a yard. I think you've got to go for it here.
Cornerback was up on him playing man, and he tried to prevent him from moving, but Jake was able to kind of sidestep him a little bit and take the move inside, just like a wide receiver is supposed to do, and caught it. He just couldn't break away from it.
First completion of the season for Giovanni Johnson, Owls' leading returning rusher from last season. National Merit Scholar, discovered at a Vanderbilt camp by Jerry Mack a few years ago. And now the Owls will go for it. Fourth down, less than a yard at the Marshall 15. 3:20 to go in his scoreless first quarter. Rice at the nationally ranked Marshall Thundering Herd. I formation behind Johnson, tight end left, and a timeout is called by Rice. Mike Bloomgren coming on to the field, and he gets the ear of the head linesman Brian Baker for the timeout.
They're first.
Well, he wanted to see what kind of a formation Marshall was going to be in before the ball was snapped, and that's why they took the timeout.
And we have a timeout on the field, too. 3:14 to go in this quickly moving first frame. Marshall nothing, Rice nothing from Learfield IMG College.
The Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the Medical Center, the Museum District, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the Medical Center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or need 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
We interrupt your top 40 hits to issue this alert from the Karbach Brewing Company. In our efforts to brew our distinct and popular Hopadillo IPA, we have unwittingly created a monster. A monster with an insatiable thirst. A monster that will not stop until it gets what it wants. An ice-cold Hopadillo IPA. Just like the one I'm holding in my hand. Bold, flavorful, dry-hopped, irresistible. Go, sweet Mary! Hopadillo. Find it before it finds you. Bravely brewed in Texas by the Karbach Brewing Company.
5, 4, 3, 2, and up.
Don't forget Rice Owls Insider, your new exclusive podcast for all the latest Rice Owls info from inside the department. Dunleavy family head football coach Mike Lundgren joins us each week throughout the football season. Regular stops, I believe we have this upcoming week. We have Dr. Joe Carlgard, AD, scheduled again. Other Rice guests. I may even make a call, a text, or heck, even person masked up, socially distant, of course. My partner Nate Griffin, we got to get you on the pod sometime soon. But Rice Owls Insider.
I would love to be on the podcast.
Yeah. The TV star in Houston. We got to get him more exposure here. Rice Owls Insider, wherever you get your podcast. Love the pod, and I love this, at least right now.
Yeah.
The Owls gave that indication that they would go for it. It's scoreless, Rice and Marshall here in Huntington. 3:14 of the first quarter, and they're still staying on the field. You don't call the timeout, I think, to then decide to kick the field goal. So they're going for
players out there, man. I mean, it's, whether or not you're trying to get Marshall to jump, or if you actually call the play and run it, execute the play.
Here you go, Giovanni Johnson, fourth down, less than a yard, the Marshall 15. He points out the linebackers, and I formation behind him. Here's the snap. A hand to Myers, makes one cut to the left, bounces off of Beckett, surges forward, that extra oomph. He ate one less pancake for breakfast, and he was able to get that first down, and Ken Ante does give the signal for the first down.
That is an amazing run that time by Jordan Myers, and I tell you what, you got a big tight end at 6'2", 217 who also can play in the backfield. Hey, the spin move, the extra effort, it's yards after contact, yak yards. That's what you're going to need to be able to get today. Nice job.
Owls traditionally have been bad this year on fourth downs. That was their third of the season. They're bottom 15 in the country, but now they get that big one to propel this drive. It's scoreless, first down at the 13. I formation behind Johnson. Ooh. Snap, give to Griffin. He is grabbed around the thigh by a couple of different Thundering Herd and pulled down. They had Kobe Koberlander from Roswell, Georgia, brought him down. He had a sack in that game last year at Rice, and that loss of 2 on the play, so second and 12 to 15.
Play server's got to be able to get to his man. That was a missed block that time, and of course that allowed the defensive end to be able to make that play. That play is designed to go inside. The left tackle has to block on that defensive end for it to work.
Right at 2 minutes left, scoreless first quarter, second and 12 at the Marshall 15. Standard eye behind Johnson. He puts Myers back in motion to his right. One receiver to the left is Jake Bailey, California product. Second and 12. Movement comes from the defense, and contact was made. This should be against Marshall.
Yeah, it should be encroachment.
Offsides, defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's Jameer Edwards, defensive tackle, 6'3", 270. Redshirt junior from Miami, Florida. And that moves it to the 10-yard line, so second down and 7.
Love seeing that. Giovanni using his voice to make that defensive line jump, and the cadence call, and he's standing in like a true champ today.
Same formation, Bailey again to the left. He's slapping his helmet on the left side, signaling Johnson. Second and 7, 100 seconds left first quarter. Snap Johnson, counter turn. Give to Griffin, cuts it back to the right side, in the 5, plows forward, gets the first down near the 1. See how they spot that. Griffin just trucked a linebacker, and then he is brought down by one of the safeties, Pitts, from Dunbar, West Virginia. First down and goal, Rice.
Kalen Griffin making his name. I mean, we've been calling his name now for the past 3 weeks, and this is our 4th game, so yeah, of course. But 5'10", 215, the guy runs very hard and runs bigger than 215.
Owls have moved Wolford over to the left side. Servant just checked out, trying to get who's on right side, but the Owls bunch all their linemen up. First and goal at the 2. Nearing the last minute of this scoreless first quarter. Johnson, right hash, turn, hand to Myers, bumps into his right guard, stood up by a bunch of green, black, and white. The Owls pushing the power forward, and they get in. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Touchdown, Rice. Minute 06 in this first quarter. Rice on the board first.
Jordan Myers doing the job, and I love his first, second, third, and fourth effort. That's what he was going to have to do in order to get in the end zone. Offensive line giving him a little help, showing that they can overpower that defensive line. That's what they had to do to be able to score.
Owls cap a 10-play, 47-yard drive, taking advantage eventually of that touchdown. It took 6:48 to go 47, but I'm not complaining. I'm warm up here, and the Owls scored first. And here's the extra point coming from Riccatelli. The snap is a bit high, put down by Mendez. The kick is up and through the yellow uprights to our left near that scoreboard. 7-0, Rice over Marshall in this first quarter. Back after this from Learfield IMG College.
With Houston Methodist Virtual Urgent Care, you can skip the drive and the waiting room and connect to our board-certified providers from your computer, tablet, or mobile phone. Virtual Urgent Care visits are available 24/7, no appointment needed, even on weekends and holidays. Now you can get the same trusted care you expect from Houston Methodist, wherever you are, whenever you need us.
To learn more, visit HoustonMethodist.org. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
The lights, the sounds, the camera.
Myers that scored that touchdown, right?
If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and 0 student loan debt. Build a better career. To find out more, visit IBEW716.net.
10. 3, 2, 1, and up.
Tell you what, the Rice Owls are now in front. 10 plays, 47 yards. Jordan Myers with the 1-yard run. I guess about 4 hits it took for him to be able to finally get into the end zone. Yards after contact, tremendous run. The Rice Owls have a 7-0 lead. They got to play tough today, JP, if they're going to be able to beat Marshall.
Yeah, and you can't overlook that 4th down conversion they had. Yes. It seems like so long ago. The drive took forever to go half the field, but again, we're not complaining here that he had that extra little scoot, that one less pancake for breakfast, and he was able to get that first down previously on that 4th down conversion, so you don't have that short goal to go situation if you don't convert it there. But all set up with that Chamberlain INT. Rice leading 7-0 here in Huntington, West Virginia.
Well, this is what you wanted to see. You wanted to see them come out and play good defensive football. They did that. It stopped Marshall from getting in the end zone. Also, that's 6 points from a turnover. So that's points off turnovers, and that's what you want to see as well. So that's big for the Rice Owls today.
Knox and Ali back deep in their green home jerseys with black pants and white headgear, and Riccatelli marching off his steps. He'll be kicking this one from his own 35, with Rice leading 7-0 here. And 15th ranked Marshall, he punches into it. It's a shorter kick. Ali looking up into the hazy sky, comes across the 10, goes to his left at the 20, and gets drugged down in the middle of that field by the Owls. Looks like Piercy on special teams, but a flag comes in after it.
We'll see what that call is.
Brian Baker, the head linesman, throwing that flag. Ken Ante going to relay it here in a moment.
Holding, return team number 25. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Jacorian Anderson, a sophomore from Knoxville, on that special teams infraction. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. An even minute left in this opening quarter. Rice has now outscored their opposition 26-0. It's not for nothing. I mean, that is something here, is that Owls are able to get good starts. They just have to work on the middle couple quarters of the game, obviously.
Well, if they can close out this quarter without allowing Marshall to score, there you go again, add another one.
Knocking on wood or formica, plastic, whatever this is here. Wells, the sun in front of him, stares at his defense in front of him. Here's the snap and hand off to knock short side of the 15, takes that little jump cut and moseys out of bounds past the 20 in front of Andrew Bird. Him right at the 20-yard line for a gain of an even 10 yards. First down and 10 for Marshall.
Yeah, that was a couple of jump cuts as he was running near side, and you know the hole actually closed up. He found a way to bump outside, and there you go.
Get the wideout Artie Henry from Sarasota, Florida, out to the left. 281 yards receiving on the season. Snap, Wells, play action, and a quick dart to the left side. It's caught by Keaton Sticks in his green jersey, and he is down for only a 4-yard gain. Caught that one in front of Lockhart, the Owl safety. A second down and 6, the 24.
I like the way this game is materializing. The Rice Owls used up most of the clock in the first quarter, and so now when you talk about time of possession, Rice 9:04, Marshall 4:50. That's the way it has to be throughout the game.
Piercy in there for Orgy on that rush in spot, and the first quarter will come to an end right before Wells is able to snap that, and it will go the other way. The Marshall coaches are saying, hey, let's commute to that other end. And so Rice leading Marshall 7-0 with a fresh 15 on the clock. Second quarter coming up next here from Hazy Huntington from Learfield IMG College.
Down, set, head
you got
to Little Woodrow's in Rice Village. They've got post-game drink specials that college students cannot refuse. On Mondays, enjoy college nights with $2 domestic drafts and $3 shots. Any other day, bring your Rice ID and get more great specials. With a large patio deck, board games, and trivia nights, Little Woodrow's is definitely the place to be. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated with our upcoming events. Little Woodrow's, the official Rice Owls Game Day headquarters.
And now another edition of Obvious News from Geico. A study says that soft talkers do not make great radio personalities. We asked local librarian Steve Sage about this, and here's what he said.
Honestly, I don't buy it. I think I make very captivating radio.
Also in Obvious News, Geico makes it easy to save money and easy to manage your policy with the Geico app. So switching is a really smart decision. How does Steve feel about this?
Oh, I love the Geico app. I use it all the time.
That's Obvious News from Geico.
Obvious News.
Ryan Stone with you back in the Little Woodrow studios for a quick scoreboard update. Number 4, Ohio State up on Michigan State 7-0 with about 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Into the first quarter at Auburn, number 5, Texas A&M leading 7-0. 15th ranked Oklahoma State up on TCU 13-0 there late in the first quarter. And number 17, UNC up on Western Carolina 14-3. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, JP.
Ryan Stone back at the Little Woodrow's Bar and Grill studio from it's just perfect Huntington, West Virginia. Rice leading Marshall 7-0 with a bundled up Nate Griffin. I'm JP Heath for right now, going with the vest, but I am multi-layered. The Owls, a sunny start to this, a grinding drive after a Chamberlain interception that took, almost half the quarter, took half the field. Rice leading 7-0. Your thoughts so far, good friend?
I like that. I mean, we talked about it before the break. You have to eat up the clock. You have to be able to generate turnovers. They've done those two things so far and put 7 points on the board, that off of a turnover. So that's what you want to see today, and you need plenty of that if you're going to be Marshall.
Wells waiting for permission here from the center judge, Patrick Foy, to be able to get this drive resumed with a 15-minute mark here left in this first half. Rice 7 and Marshall nothing. Note on that Myers touchdown, the only scoring of this game, that was the Owls' first rushing touchdown of the year. And Rice has now scored first in the last 7 games dating back to last year. That dates back even before that last Marshall game. And Myers' rushing touchdown, the second of his career, first since he was a young freshman.
Very nice.
Throw a lot at you there, but I knew you could handle it, Nate.
Oh, of course.
So can our educated listeners. 2nd and 6 to 24. They finally say that they can get it going. They put the big tight end Gaines in motion in front of Wells. He's got it back right by him. Here's the snap. Right to left Marshall. Play action. Wells trying to turn the corner on Schumann. Whoop, can't do that. The Owls set the edge, and he turns it back up the middle in between the hashes to the 27-yard line. Give him, I think, 7 on that play. Yeah, 2nd down and 3. So it looked like Lockhart came up to play the run again.
That's a rule to follow. If you set the edge, you got to make sure you bracket. And by doing that, you don't give him an opportunity to turn the ball up the field, which is exactly what he did. He found a crease.
Grant Wells, 237 yards passing a game from Marshall, the number 3 quarterback last season. Remember, Isaiah Green went into the transfer portal, backup quarterback last year. Only had 1 game played last year, but he has been a stud for them this year. 3rd and 3 to 27. Snap, roll out to the left. Flips it to a running Knox on the stride, past the 30, got the first down. Call it a slip screen or whatnot, but Chamberlain and Aldridge near there to bring him down. Only a 4-yard gain, but just enough for the first down.
Yeah, that was a slip screen, and we saw pressure on the quarterback that time from the Rice Owls, and he was able to get that ball over the outstretched hands of the defender. Got to be able to kind of slow these guys down just a little bit.
Houston Methodist leaderboard going into the second quarter now, but Marshall 90 total yards, Rice 52. 46 of the Owls, 52 yards rushing. Snap and a hand to Knox, and he plows his way to the left and just gets a big divot out of the turf if they can do such a thing. And Grammer there, they're helping on that stop for the Owls. Only a gain, actually give him 2 on that play, 2nd down and 8.
Oh, you had Calderon there too. You had about 4 different Owls who were there at the point of attack to make that tackle that time. They are really following the plays well, understanding what Marshall's trying to get done here.
Knox, their stud back, 5 rushes, 26 yards now. 2nd down and 9 to 32. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. Snap, Wells, design rollout to the right side after a play action. Flips it high, tipped, incomplete, out of bounds, the 45-yard line. Looking for one of their favorite targets, Keaton, on that far end. Chamberlain around there looking for that ricochet, but 3rd down and 9 now for these Marshall Thundering Herd. Actually, more really accurately, 3rd and 8 as you look at the change.
I love the pressure that the lines and linebacker, or the line rather, and the linebackers are getting on the quarterback, and nice coverage in the backfield, in the secondary.
Now the shotgun. Now show a little pressure up the middle. Wells hard snap out, then pops up and looks over to his green-clad sideline. 13-14. Clock paused here in this first half of action. Second quarter, Rice 7, Marshall nothing. Here's the snap. Wells wearing that white number 8 on that green jersey. Looks left, throws a spiral at the 41-yard line. Caught in front of McCord. That's Gamage, redshirt sophomore, the stop. Right behind the chains. They know exactly where their positioning is on the field. They've had a few passes already like this up to the 42, first down.
When you run a stop route, it's easy to manage your route. That time, though, McCourt's got to watch what he's doing. He can't get his hand on that receiver too soon, or else he's going to see a yellow flag come out, and they're going to add yardage to the play.
A lot of the Owls defenders flapping their arms, flapping their wings, so to speak. They're looking towards the sideline for a call. 1st and 10, the 42. Marshall in its own territory, trailing your Rice Owls 7-0. Wells on the drop back, looking left, throws right in front of McCord. It's caught again, right on the dime. He threw it just low and outside enough in front of McCord, and that's his guy Keaton again. I told you they like to get it to him at the 47-yard line for a first down.
They're not doing anything deep. They're dinking and dunking. You know, when you're getting these 11-yard completions, that's what they're doing right in front of you. Just run those stick routes, run those comeback routes, and they're picking on McCord right now.
Yeah, they got it for a dozen. 12-15 to this second quarter. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. Marshall players pop up again. Look to this near sideline. Their head coach is Doc Holliday in his 11th year, record of 55-21. Trips to the wide side of the field to the right side. Watching the outside there. Here's the snap. Wells pumps to that outside. Looking. He is forced out by Garcia. Running at the numbers now. Wells trying to improv. Throws up one leg across the grain. Incomplete, the 35 of Rice. It fell to the feet, incomplete of Bird. I think he was trying to make something out of Johnson, who's trying to break off his route there. Second and 10.
Right. And Wells expected him to go deep. Johnson broke off his route. And when that happened, there was nowhere to go with the football. And then you saw pressure right after that.
Ball's on the left hash of the 46-yard line. Second down and 10. 11:54 this second quarter of play. Marshall's last game was November 14th against Middle Tennessee here on the 50th anniversary of the plane crash that killed all 75 on Southern Air Flight 932. A snap, and they hand to the right and across the 45, breaking the plane down to the 44 for a gain of a couple. They do give Knox the 44, so third down now and 8.
Pressure's important because there's some man coverage on the corners for the Rice Owls, and these receivers are very capable of extending those routes into flat patterns and touchdowns. So, as long as you can get that pressure on Wells, you're going to be in pretty good shape.
Got their third tight end, Morrell, in the slot right side. 4 wide receiver set. Snap. Wells twirls the football on 3rd and 8 from the 44. Stands tall. Hit from behind by Kill as he throws to the left. Knocked down, incomplete at the 30. Oh, he's trying to get to that aforementioned Morrell, but McCord almost got that second pick of the year. Very physical game so far. I like this by the Owls defensive backs, and now 4th and 8. Looks like they will have to punt.
McCord jumped all over that. He knew it was a stick route. He jumped all over it that time. He just couldn't come away with the pick because it was there for him. The ball was thrown. Wells threw the ball, and McCord was right there to make the play and just wasn't able to gather it in.
Punter is Suchi, 5'8", 180 from Livonia, Michigan. This is this kind of summer day here. 4th down and 8, the 44. Owls punt returner Myers standing back at his own 9. Right-legged kicker punches it. Little back spin action. It'll twirl down at the 13-yard line. And a fair catch is made by Myers. Maybe the 12, where they give him that. And we have a timeout on the field. Rice 7 and Marshall nothing. 11-10 in this second quarter. Back after this here from Huntington from Learfield IMG College.
Timeout. Smart Financial wants you to know that a good banking experience shouldn't feel like you're getting tackled. Since 1934, we have prided ourselves on providing hassle-free services with a game plan that focuses on people, not profits. If you live, work, or go to school at or around Rice University, visit smartcu.org to join our family and become a part of the winning team. Smart Financial, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
Yeah, I was about to
fans are
look at
passionate.
that.
John Deere fans.
You got 3 more. We need in-game, and then you got the end of the half.
It's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size track from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators too. But John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere.
3, 2, 1, and up.
11-10 remaining here at Marshall, and right now the Rice Owls are leading by the score of 7-0. Carbach Brewing, the Rice Owls football is brought to you by Carbach Brewing Company, proudly brewed in Houston at 2032 Carbach Street. Carbach, it's crafted for serious fun. JP?
Some serious fun now as Rice 7 and Marshall nothing. 11-10 of this second quarter of action. The Owls' one score in this game came Jordan Myers' second career rushing touchdown. The Owls' first rushing touchdown of the season. It came after that Chamberlain interception. A nice Rice drive specifically for today when you're missing your starting quarterback. In case you did not hear, Mike Collins did not make the trip for the Rice Owls due to injury. It was not COVID related. The team wanted to specify, but right now Johnson, hey, nothing wrong whatsoever.
Right, he's doing fine. Yeah. He's doing just fine. And the game plan is solid.
11-10, second quarter. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. Snap. Johnson design rollout to the left side, pats the football, throws a dart to the left side. His second completion is Bailey rolling into a friendly blue-gray sideline. First down up to the 26. Counted for a baker's dozen. 13. First down Rice.
Javante Johnson has been on the money. He hasn't thrown a lot of passes today, but he's been on the money with the passes that he has thrown. And I love the routes that are being run by his receivers, especially Bailey. He knows how to get open, especially along the sideline. lines.
Got Mason again. He's from Spring Hill, Tennessee, wide to the right side. I formation behind Johnson, and now squats under center. First down, they're on 26. Hand to Griffin. We haven't seen Ottaviano left, but Griffin runs to the left, and he is bear hug. That's a West Virginia greeting by Emmanuel Bush. He's from South Carolina, for what it's worth. True freshman. Good tackle there, but still, that wasn't the best of spots, but I'll take it here on the road. Second down, and they might have given him 2 yards there.
Well, at most. Look, just a tough run that time. Look, the defense sometimes is going to win, and that defensive line of Marshall, they won that time on the leverage battle.
Marshall defense tops in the nation, giving up rushing yards, scoring, and total yards. Owls put Myers in motion. Johnson shotgun as he extends his right arm looking at the defense. It's a right-handed thrower. Receiver the way. Snap second and 8 to 28. Hums it right side. Caught by Mason. Turns it upfield to 32. Good open field tackle.
Helmet.
Flag comes in. This could be a face mask. Gilmore there on the open field of Mason. Let's see.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 3, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, face mask. Ken Ante saying, and move it up for the Rice Owls. March this one all the way up near midfield. Owls will have it.
Doesn't he put you at ease when the call goes against the opposing team? Ken Ante with that soft sort of southern accent.
Yeah, what did we decide in our last game? We thought it was the Southern Miss game, right? We thought he. We've had him in half.
He's Hattiesburg all the way now.
Yeah. Makes you feel at home. First and 10 to 49. Rice leading 7-0 here. 15th ranked Marshall up near midfield. Rice left to right below that Marshall logo at their own 49-yard line. Pressure up the middle, turn, hand to Griffin, cuts it back to the left side, and he collides with the middle linebacker Eli Neal and gets down to the 44. Count it for 6 yards on that play. Second down and 4.
Took a hard hit there. He's being subbed out now, but just a nice run by Kalen Griffin. He got the motor going, and all of a sudden linebacker steps up and makes the play. But that was a really good run.
All right, here's Ari Broussard coming in. You mentioned Griffin subbing out. Griffin giving way. Broussard, the redshirt sophomore from New Orleans, had his first career carry for 16 yards 3 weeks ago against North Texas. Former walk-on. Second down and 3, the 44. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. 8:35 first half of action snap. A stumble by Johnson, going to air it out, going deep left side towards Mason. Bobbled and incomplete to 17. You got to take those risks, but the Owls fortunate that Nazeeh Johnson did not get his second pick of the year from Marshall, but not a bad time at all to bring that out of the playbook for Jerry Mack, as it's still 3rd and 3 at the 44.
Tell you what, given the opportunity, Giovanni Johnson can spin it, and I really like that pass. I like the look of that pass. You saw the fullback in there, Jerry Johnson. He was in there 2 block. Unfortunately, Giovanni stumbled as he was dropping back, and that caused his timing to be off just a little bit.
Jerry's dad, all ACC defensive tackle, Florida State, and his uncle, your buddy, Travis Johnson.
Absolutely.
3rd and 3, the 44. Snap, single, no back out there as Johnson runs to the right side. He's not getting anything. He's trying to get to the 43, the 42. I think they ran that play because they know they're probably going for it here on 4th down. Now down to the 42, they'll say 4th and 1.
Well, it's 8:15 remaining in the second quarter. If you're going to go for it here, that means your defense is going to have to play lockdown defense, because this is great field position for Marshall if the Rice Owls don't convert.
I think you're coming on the road, you make calls like this. 4th and 2 to 42, not bad whatsoever. The Owls have used 1 timeout. Marshall has not used any. Rice 7, Marshall nothing. And now they think about it, and they do bring these special teams out there. Coach Bloomgren thought about it, though. Those play clocks getting down now. Under 8 seconds now. The Owls will have to hurry, but they might want to take this penalty to get more yardage there for the, Mendez, the punter here. They just get the snap off, and a fake! That's a hold! Will throw it to the left side, high and incomplete at the 20-yard line, trying to get it to Bailey. No flag on the play. Mendez unleashed a rocket to the left side, and Mike Bloomgren is furious with this near side official to him.
And he should be furious. That's one of the trick plays we talked about in the pregame. That's one of the trick plays they ran right there. That was a hole. The referees missed it, and that's why you're hearing the boos out there. The referees missed that, but it's not because Marshall is making a mistake here. That was definitely a hole from a Marshall defender, no doubt about it.
Mike Bloomgren being held back by a couple of the officials. They did not throw a flag on the play. The quick replay I saw of it, it backed up what you said, but there's no flag on the play. But the fans were booing the fact that Coach Bloomgren and the Rice folks were all over the officials.
He's supposed to be. He should be all over the officials. They missed that call.
Just wait. If they overturn this and say that there was, because now they're talking about something. They're not talking about just, hey, let's just keep it the same. Let's see what they do here, though.
Are you asking me to wait like the referees are asking Mike Bloomgren to wait?
Well, sometimes you have to. All right, here's Ken Ante. He'll make you feel better. They throw the flag. They throw the flag. Marshall folks don't like this. And now Doc Holliday is livid.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. The rule is the pass has to simulate a kick. That pass was a line drive throw, therefore it's pass interference.
There you go.
Could have told you that from up here.
And Marshall fans obviously upset with it, and you can see why they're upset from the time it took to throw the flag after that, after the officials got with that unique ruling there. But Rice, the fake punt works out for them. They don't complete it, but they will get the first down on the pass interference now.
Well, that was one of the trick plays they had in the bag for Marshall. They were going to have to use something to move the ball, advance the ball down the field. And, it's just tough to watch a call that is missed, especially in this situation. That call was missed.
Can we say something? How about that hose from Mendez?
Yes.
He unleashed it.
Oh, no question about it. It was a rocket.
Looking towards Bailey on that far side.
It should have been a dime. That should have been a first down throw, no question. Possibly a touchdown.
This place is only 25% capacity, but they are belting out their boos at the Zebras here. First down at the 27-yard line. 7:27, about halfway through this second quarter. Rice 7, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. The Owls need to go up 2 scores on this drive. Johnson under center, tied into the right. Here's the snap, power toss to the right, and Griffin stops on the right, and he is snowed under at the 30. They give him inside to the 30. That forward progress, or backwards as it will, to the 29, so a loss of 2. Second down, they say 12.
Listen, guys, you're winning the day. You cannot allow Marshall to make a stop or a tackle for loss. You have to be able to apply pressure on them and let them know you're here to play football and win the game.
And what you can't have happen is Marshall take the momentum
exactly.
for what they feel is a slighted call. You got to keep your posture and keep your composure. South of 7 minutes, second and 12 to 29. Myers tight end left. Bailey wide receiver to the left. I formation behind Johnson. Right hash. A snap. Johnson, 3-step drop back. Looking, throwing left side. Bailey turns, slips out of his route, but the ball was incomplete anyway at the 12. They had the coverage of Abraham, the corner, behind him. Now, 3rd and 12, Rice at the Marshall 29.
It's still a makeable first down. This is when you find out what kind of a team you have, what kind of teammates you have as well. You need a play, and Giovanni Johnson's going to have to make a play. That play should have been right there. That second down play should have been a completed pass, but here you go. You live to play another down.
Right now, it would be a 46-yard field goal for Riccatelli. He's hit 2 45-yarders on the year, but I'm wondering, is it 4-down territory if you get close enough to the sticks? 3rd and 12, the Marshall 29. Fans still incensed here as Johnson is behind center in the shotgun. 3rd and 12 to 29. Snap, looking left, goes to the quick hitter to Bailey underneath, sheds the defender to the 20, lunges forward to the 19. So he'll get 9, maybe 10. They spot him back to the 20-yard line, so a gain of 9. 4th down and 3. Do you take the 3 points here? And looks like they will as they bring Riccatelli on for the field goal.
Well, you get the 3. You wanted the 7. It would have been more satisfaction because you take the steam away from Marshall. To get 3, though, you do help your cause.
It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt on the left hash. The hole will be put down here for the punter Mendez. And Riccatelli on the season 4 of 6, 30 8-yard attempt. High snap. The kick is a bit down. This kick has plenty of distance. It is up, and it is good. End zone to our right, and the Owls capitalize. They take advantage after getting the debated 4th down conversion attempt. Rice takes that 2-possession lead. It's Rice 10, Marshall nothing. 5:49 to the second quarter from Learfield IMG College.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
What do you do when you need safe, reliable team transportation? You go Win. Win Transportation is one of the largest group transportation providers in Texas, a leader in charters, shuttles, and special events of all sizes. 5 people or 5,000. Win offers customizable team transportation with a wide range of motor coaches, minibuses, and vans. So, for safe, reliable team transportation, do like the Owls and go Win. Book at GoWin.com. GOWYNNE.com.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Mike's up.
5:49 remaining here in the second quarter at Marshall. Rice Owls now have extended their lead by 3 points. A 10-play drive, 66 yards, 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Riccatelli with the 39-yard field goal now gives the Rice Owls a 10-0 lead, JP.
You didn't need it. You had to have something there to get that 2-possession lead. 5:49. Fans none too pleased, but a 4th down fake punt for the Rice Owls and a disputed call on a pass interference. And it was maybe 2 minutes after the call of conflict there that they eventually threw the flag. After a long chat from the officials, the fans became incensed. Rice takes advantage. The right call was made. The fans are just mad with the time behind it. They still would have griped even if they threw the flag on the play, though, at the time.
They wanted the home call.
Of course. Riccatelli the kick, and Ali looks up, makes the catch at the 10, across the 15, going right to left here, the 25, plows forward, and he will be at the 27-yard line. First down, Marshall, right to left here. Second quarter, 5:43. So how about 2 10-play scoring drives for the Rice Owls to lead 10-0?
Oh, it's great, and I love the way they're doing it. The offense is really doing a phenomenal job in terms of time of possession as well. Right now, they're winning that battle, 14-25 to 9-46. So the Rice Owls are winning that and also winning on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and only 88 total yards, but leading 10-0. Didn't say it had to be pretty, right? You know, just the scoreboard is what counts. Wells shotgun, both hands in front of him. He's got a wristband on his left wrist. Snap play action to Knox. Quick slant over the middle, caught by Keaton out to the middle of the field. Now the 37, right at the sticks for that first down. He gets rolled down there by Naeem Smith on that tackle. They might even give him the 38-yard line for 11 yards.
Have to be careful, but the concept is you're trying to win. You never have to feel like you're giving the home team the advantage.
83 Miller, the third-string tight end to the left. First and 10 to 38, right to left. Wells, low snap, dumps it left side, caught by Miller, but then dropped, and it's picked up. They say it was a fumble. Henry, the receiver there to pick him up, and then he gets moved back at the 45.
Now,
it officially will be a 7-yard gain after the catch near the first down sticks. He fumbled, and now they have it 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, they had a receiver in the area, which is why they were able to recover.
Check that second down, and they say 3 yards here. Snap Wells, give to Knox, cuts left, plows underneath inside the 50, now to the 49 of Rice. He got 6 yards and a Marshall first down. This Knox can go. Now number 7 all-time in Marshall rushing. Hit 130 yards and a touchdown touchdown at Rice last season.
Want to be careful not to give Marshall the momentum. The defense has been playing well right now. The offense for Marshall is moving the ball down the field. You need a turnover. You need a big play. You need a big hit. You need something. Good to see Naeem Smith back in the game.
11 personnel, 1st and 10 to 49. Rice leading 10-0. They put Keaton in motion. Snap. Wells coming back, moving to the right side into Chukwu, forcing him out. Now he's at the numbers. Wells stops and then turns it downfield. The 50 out of bounds near the midfield mark, and he goes into Rice territory and in the bench area, jawing back and forth there across that way. And I got to the original line of scrimmage now. 2nd down and 10 at the 49.
Good job by the defense. The secondary is doing a phenomenal job today. You can see that Wells is wanting to go deep. He had a lot of time to throw the football at that time, but the secondary actually did their jobs.
Gamage checks out. They bring in Henry at that wide out spot. Keaton to the right. Wells staying in that shotgun most of the time. 2nd and 10 at the Rice 49. Rice 10 and 15th ranked Marshall nothing here in Huntington, West Virginia. The top of the green, Marshall in. The snap back to Wells. Chamberlain moves him out to the right. Carroll cleans him up. A sack for the Rice Owls. Back to the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Keep them behind the chains.
Nice job by Chamberlain to bring pressure from the right edge. All of a sudden, you see quarterback Grant Wells trying to find another way to run opposite of Chamberlain, and he runs into a defender.
They corrected to 3rd down and 14. So a great job by Chamberlain pushing him out. We've seen that job by the Rice Owls defense so far. Good team defense, and they should get half a sack credit each on that. They move Henry slot right side. Wide side of the field is to the left. 3rd and 14. They're on 47 now. I'll show a little bit of pressure. Wells shotgun. Inhales that shotgun snap. Stands tall. Looks high. Thrown and in. Tipped, intercepted. And Piercy there takes that interception away from Lockhart. Picks it away. Josh Piercy the pick for the Rice Owls. They get the football back. It was either going to be Piercy or Lockhart or Piercy. And Josh says, give me that rock. And the Owls get the pick.
You don't want your teammate to drop the ball. And that's why you saw them fighting to make sure that that was going to be a clean interception. It did not hit the ground. It's a pick.
You needed turnovers today? Yep. You got it. The Owls came in with 1 pick in their first 3 games. They have 2 in the first half here today. 2:59 of the second quarter. Rice 10, Marshall nothing from Learfield IMG College.
Timeout. Smart Financial wants you to know that a good banking experience shouldn't feel like you're getting tackled. Since 1934, we have
you got one more.
On providing hassle-free services with a game plan that focuses on people, not profits. If you live, work, or go to school at or around Rice University, visit smartcu.org to join our family and become a part of the winning team. Smart Financial, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
Even now, while we're distancing, your body needs to move. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our teams are ready with advanced technology and imaging to deliver custom treatment plans safely. And our minimally invasive procedures can help you heal faster. We have the expertise to keep you moving because every movement matters. Find the care you need at locations throughout Houston. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Mike's up.
Rice Owls leading the Marshall Thundering Herd 10-0 here in the second quarter. 2:59 of this second frame. Rice getting the ball back of that Piercy interception to be at their 44-yard line going left to right. And here's where you also get extra greedy. You go into your 3-minute offense as it is now and obviously hope for the 7 and double up. You get the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, I think that's that. And the thing is, look, this is what you have to be able to do. This is the kind of game the Owls have to be able to play. You have to be able to play good defense, but you got to get takeaways, and you have to win the time of possession battle, and that's what they're doing. 2 takeaways so far on the day, and they're winning on the time of possession. That's a formula for a W.
Don't let the other team have the ball.
Right.
Playing keep away is not a bad thing. Receiver to the left side is Bailey. Johnson squatting under center, I formation. Tight end right, Brownlee snapping a counter turn hand to Griffin, and he will move his way on that green Marshall M. Another great first down surge, 6 yards on that run as Cumberland to the defensive end near on that stop. Right at midfield, 2nd down and 4.
We don't have a stat man in the booth, but if the Rice Owls
remember those days?
Bobby Schlanger. If you can get 4 and 5 and 6 yards of carry on first down, it makes it so much more manageable on 2nd and 3rd down.
Owls have Bull in there at tight end, moves from the right to the left. Gun for Johnson, 2nd and 4 in midfield. Rice 10, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. Handoff right to Broussard, and he will tumble into Marshall territory. 1, maybe 2. They mark it down to the 49-yard line, so a gain of 1. And 2nd down and a 3rd down, a true 3 yards here. Owls left to right. 2 timeouts remaining. Not much wind to speak of here. Turning this early afternoon here in Huntington.
Give that offensive line big kudos today. Isaiah Floyd playing in his first game as a starter at left guard, and he's doing a phenomenal job up front along with the rest of the guys.
One of my favorite quotes from him, no one cares, work harder. And he has worked hard in that starting left guard spot. And timeout is called by Marshall. They race in. Doc Holliday and company saw something they didn't like there on that Owls formation. But for the record, Gucci Mane. I mean, you know me, hip with the young ones, Nate. I think he was paraphrasing Gucci Mane there, so I have to.
Gucci Mane? You lost me for a second. I was like, is he really saying Gucci?
102 seconds left, first half, and they do have a break on the field, so we're Gucci from here. We'll be back in a bit. Rice 10, Marshall nothing from Learfield IMG College.
This refreshing message brought to you by Love Street Cold Style Blonde. If you're in the mood for something new that's
as a young
really
Jeezy fan, I am not.
Feels like it's been around the whole time, then take a trip down Love Street. This easy drinking anytime cold style blonde goes great with your favorite record and favorite people. It's a refreshing beer and a state of mind, but I'm just a voice on the radio. You should try it out for yourself. All you need is Love Street, brewed with love in Houston, Texas.
Any other reads besides Corbett?
Rice fans need a place to stay while watching your Owls play ball? Located just steps from campus.
Have you done the other ones yet?
Houston Medical Center.
Okay.
Visit us today at
I'm just making sure I didn't miss it.
Hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount.
All right, so we're good on breaks now.
HoustonPlaza.Hilton.com or call 713-313-4000 to get that special Rice discount now.
Mike's up.
Hey, reminder, Rice fans, Owls 10, Marshall nothing, 1:42 of the second quarter. The all-new Rice Athletics TV feature show presented by Smart Financial, bringing viewers a unique perspective on all those who compete for the Owls in 14 sports, well as some of the great moments for Rice's rich sports history. AT&T Sportsnet Southwest, home of the Astros Rockets, with coverage throughout Texas, as well as Arkansas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. Check your local listings there for those times. Rice 10 and Marshall nothing. What do you have, OC, for the rest of this first half here?
Well, a conservative Rice Owls offense. You only have a minute 42.
How about empty, 5 wide, 3rd and 3, the 49. Rice 10, Marshall nothing. Johnson takes the shotgun snap. He will run it up the middle and get the first down. He had to get to the 46, and he did. Good ankle tackle by Hodge, their defensive end. And yes, Ken Ante finally signals that first down to 46, right at 3 yards on that gain for Johnson. They do it again.
Good strong run by Giovanni using his height and weight.
5 wide, triangle of receivers trips to the right side. Here's the snap, and now he'll throw it to the left. Caught by Myers, the 40. Turns it inside in between the numbers and the hashes for 8, maybe 9 yards on the play. Beauplan, the strong side linebacker from Boynton Beach, Florida. The stop, credit him for 9, down to the 37, they say.
You know, you have to be able to fight position by position, and, you know, Giovanni's given his receivers an opportunity to fight for yards. Where he's putting the football has been exceptional today.
Myers out, Bull in at tight end. Bull's hand down to the right side. Griffin, check at Broussard, the back, takes the handoff and cuts it from left back to right. First down inside the 35 to the 34 and even the 33-yard line. That extra surge. Clock stopped now. 54 seconds left. Rice 10, Marshall nothing. First down at the 33-yard line.
I almost thought that was a zone cut run, but it wasn't. It was, Ari not seeing the hole and was able to cut it back and go the other way and get the first down. Playing very physical football out there because right now there's a Marshall defender down.
Yeah, one of the Marshall players tried to get some weight on one of his legs and he took a tumble. Weren't able to see what number that is.
Looks like 32.
Yeah, looks like Kobe Cumberlander. He had 4 tackles and a sack in the Rice game last year. That was at Rice Stadium. Marshall won that game 20-7. It was the Owls' 100th homecoming. Owls held Marshall to 90 yards in the second half, but Rice only had 126 in that half. Marshall won that one, and it really was a big springboard to the rest of the season. Remember, the Owls won their last 3 games of the year last season. After that, Marshall lost. That topped them a lot.
Now he's having to come out of the game, and we'll see who actually replaces him at that position. But I guess what I'm saying is that you normally run right at that player, whoever that guy is.
T.J. Johnson,
right at him.
redshirt senior from Southfield, Michigan, coming in. First down and 10 to 33. Rice 2 timeouts, Marshall 2 timeouts. Rice 10, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. 46 seconds in this winding first half clock. Johnson surveying, pointing out the defense. Now coming under center, I formation behind him. Myers tied in right. 3-step drop. Johnson looking to throw. Tosses left side. Little out route dive. Incomplete the 25 to Bailey. And a very late flag comes in here. Wolford wolfing it up with Hodge, the defensive end of Marshall. And this could be really advantageous. Hodge didn't look too happy for Marshall.
Let's see what happens here. Guys are not walking the right way.
Unsportsmanlike penalty, defense number 2. Late hit, headbutt. That is number 2's first unsportsmanlike. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, that changes things drastically here. 34 seconds left now. And they keep going and going. At the 18-yard line, Owls will snap it here at 34 seconds left. 2 timeouts.
Minimum 3, but you need 7. If you want to put some real pressure on Marshall, get 7. And let's look at the coverage on the wide receivers.
Mason wide to the left, and they bring in French tied in left side for the blue and gray. Bailey right side. First and 10, the 18. Johnson will throw it now. Looking left side on the run, caught by Bailey. 15. Breaks the tackle for a second and grabbed around the ankles by Neal, that linebacker, to near the 12-yard line. Initial spot of a 6-yard gain. Second and 4, Rice. 20 seconds left. 19-18. The Owls not calling the timeout here. 16 seconds left. They're getting to the line pretty quick here. Bailey, wide receiver to the right. Quick snap. Johnson looking middle. Press from behind. Takes the sack. You couldn't do that. And now timeout is called. Beckett comes in there for the sack and brings it back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 7.
Rice, their second. It will be 30 seconds.
Not ideal there, Nate.
Yeah, but you know what? It might have worked out better that he was sacked to kill that clock, because otherwise you don't know what you were going to get. So now you only have 7 seconds left. They have a decision to make. Do we go for it, or do we kick the field goal here with only 7 seconds remaining on the clock?
Got 1 timeout. You can throw. I mean,
they have a play.
You can get a play in.
Yeah, they have a play.
And you got a down to spare, too. So right here would be a 36-yard field goal.
Mendez on the field.
Riccatelli's already hit a 38-yarder.
Riccatelli's on the field. Not Mendez, Riccatelli.
Well, Riccatelli's walking off the field
now. He is walking off the field.
Live coverage here from Huntington of Riccatelli walking on and off the field. That's how it was. Here we go. The Rice Owls go for it. 3rd down and 10. At least 3rd and 11, excuse me. They try to get some extra yardage or a score here.
Depends on the coverage on the receivers, and you got single coverage far side.
Owls are playing without their big money man, the red zone, Austin Trammell, here today. And they've got Johnson shotgun. 3rd down and 11. Little noise coming in. Johnson looking left for the quick throw. Caught at the 10-yard line by Mason. Trying to turn it outside towards the sideline. Out of bounds. The 5. 1 second left. Out of bounds just in time. Timeout called by Mike Bloomgren, running up to one of the near side zebras near him. And so now ultimate predicament. Do you take the 3 points in front of you?
Rice, they're last. It would be 30 seconds.
Or what do you think here, Nate Griffin? This is a fascinating debate right here. What do you think? First and goal at the 5.
I tell you what, man. I'm going to show some confidence in my guys. Riccatelli's out on the field. I'm watching him, and he's I don't know what that could be a little bit of strategy there, but man, there's a play. There is a play. I think you take a shot at the 6 points. You need 7. And I would go for it, but they could go for the field goal here.
Remember, Riccatelli's coming on, so they'll attempt the field goal. You get the ball to start the second half, so the Owls can try to double up here. Worked out to perfection for Mike Bloomgren with 1 second left. This will be a 22-yard field goal attempt, maybe officially 23, as Mendez puts his right knee down, his left leg up, and Riccatelli goes through his measurements, putting his right hand up and his steps back, as he will about to step into this one. And Marshall looking to ice him. Marshall, if you can do such a thing. It would be 30 seconds. They call that pretty early before the snap had gotten back to Mendez there, but here you go.
Well, I tell you what, I'm sure Rice has made a decision about kicking that field goal, but sometimes coaches think about it. There's that thought, and the idea behind calling that timeout is, can I force this coach to change his mind? Can I force the opposing coach to change his mind about his strategy? And based on what we're seeing now, the Rice Owls are going to kick that field goal.
And that's the right call. I think with getting the ball to start the second half, you don't want to, we always talk about staying in front of yourself, staying present. You don't have to look ahead. Take the points with you right now. And a 13-0 lead going into the break at the 15th ranked team in the country, you'll say, yes, sir, can I have another? All right. So here they go. The Owls, the ball spot at the 5, so officially a 22-yard field goal attempt. Snap is good. The hold is put down. The kick is up. It is no good. It is no good to the left. He pushed it just to the left. And so Marshall dodges a bullet there. Rice 10 and Marshall nothing. Still the right call there to go for. But Riccatelli could not convert that field goal.
That hurts. He hit a longer field goal earlier. You figured the 22 was a gimme, and it just did not work out that way. That would have put the Rice Owls in a really good position mentally going into the locker room. You still feel good about it, but I tell you what, that's tough.
Got Beckett jaw-jacking with some of the Rice folks over there. I don't know if that was players, but some of the Marshall coaches not happy with Beckett, their linebacker, as both sides are going to their north end zones here. A spirited first half, and I would not go anywhere for the second half coming up if you're listening in.
No, do not. And I know that Mike Bloomgren wants to feel like, look, we put it all together in that first half. If you get that field goal, you do put it all together. Still, they played well. Offensively, defensively, you just needed to get that field goal.
Rice 10, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. Here from Huntington. Stay tuned for our halftime festivities coming up next. This is Rice football from Learfield IMG College.
From annual checkups to managing chronic conditions, taking care of your health should always be a priority. At Houston Methodist, our primary care doctors are available to provide personalized care for you and your family safely. We offer a variety of convenient ways.
How much time do you want me to sit here?
From same-day sick visits to extended hours at select locations.
In 12 minutes, okay.
Every precaution to keep you safe during your visit. Choose your doctor or schedule online at houstonmethodist.org/stay healthy.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and zero student loan debt. Build a better career. To find out more, visit IBEW716.net.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Timeout. Smart Financial wants you to know that a good banking experience shouldn't feel like you're getting tackled. Since 1934, we have prided ourselves on providing hassle-free services with a game plan that focuses on people, not profits. If you live, work, or go to school at or around Rice University, visit smartcu.org to join our family and become a part of the winning team. Smart Financial, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
On the Rice Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Welcome to the IBEW Local Union 716 halftime show. Coming up, scores from around the country, highlights and stats from our first half. Now let's go inside our Little Woodrow studios. Here's Ryan Stone.
At halftime, Rice leading number 21 Marshall 10-0. Ryan Stone with you in the Little Woodrow's Bar and Grill studios. Time for your Houston Wyndham Medical Center Hotel and Suites scoreboard update. Conference USA action still to come today at 5. Florida Atlantic visits Georgia Southern. Also, even some Sunday action this week as Western Kentucky plays at Charlotte at 11. In top 25 action, 5th-ranked Texas A&M trying to stay in the playoff picture as they visit Auburn. The Aggie offense got off to a fast start.
So Kellen goes back in the pistol, Spiller to his left. Weidemeyer flexed off the line, then Smith, then Lane to the right. That's the short side of the field. Kellen fires back at the end zone for Weidemeyer. Touchdown, Aggies!
Andrew Monaco from Learfield IMG College on the call. Texas A&M leading at the half over Auburn 14-10. Ohio State playing for the first time in 2 weeks on the road at Michigan State. The Buckeyes showing no signs of rust.
Buckeyes have 3 wide to the right, single flanker to the left. Fields is in a shotgun, gets the snap, rolls to the right at the Michigan State 35, throws on the run up the right side. Garrett Wilson has it at the 10. Wilson to the 5, and into the end zone goes Garrett Wilson for the touchdown catch on a pass from Justin Fields to put Ohio State ahead 13-0.
The 4th-ranked Buckeyes leading 21-0, 6 minutes to go in the first half. That was Paul Keels from Learfield IMG on the call. Elsewhere in the top 25, 15th-ranked Oklahoma State on the road at TCU. The Cowboys leading 13-0 late in the first half, and 17th-ranked UNC pounding Western Carolina 35-3 with about a minute to go in the first half. We'll step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll give you your first half recap. Again at the half, Rice leading number 21 Marshall 10-0 on the Owl Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size track from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series, with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators, too. A John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere.
Have no post-game plans? You do now. Head down the street to Little Woodrow's in Rice Village and relax over indoor and outdoor games, sports, and drink specials that a college student cannot refuse. All you have to do is bring your student ID to enjoy $2.50 domestic drafts. Also, don't miss out on our Monday college nights as we've got $2 domestic drafts and $3 shots. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on all our upcoming events and specials. Little Woodrow's, the official Rice Owls game day headquarters.
The Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the Medical Center, the Museum District, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the Medical Center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or need 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
Does this place look haunted?
No, I don't think so.
What about those two creepy girls?
Come stay with us.
That is truly frightening.
You know what's really scary? Missing out on Geico's great service. With Geico, you get 24/7 access to licensed agents.
Thank you, creepy girls.
Want to see our room?
We're gonna sleep in the car now.
Happy Geico-ween. Switch today for 24/7 access to licensed agents.
At halftime, Rice leading number 21 Marshall 10-0. Ryan Stone with you in the Little Woodrow's Bar and Grill Network Studios. Time for your first half recap, brought to you by Adidas, the official supplier and outfitter for Rice Athletics. In the first quarter, the Rice defense made a statement on the opening drive.
Wells takes that snap, looking right, throwing right, a lunging catch out of bounds towards the sideline. It is caught in front of Bird, but it's short of the sticks. He got to the 19, a full, they even give him the 18, but that's still a yard shy of the chains. And the Owls have held. Ken Ante sticks out his right arm, points right in front of the Marshall sideline in the Owls' direction, and Rice holds just what the doctor ordered there.
On the next Marshall possession, the Rice defense again rose to the occasion.
Got 11 personnel here, second and 11, they're on 28. Shotgun snap to the redshirt freshman Wells from Charleston, West Virginia. Hums a deep ball to the left side, nobody in particular, over the shoulder, interception by Chamberlain. Rings it up to 35, right sideline to 45. The black pellets coming up, the flag comes in on the return. The Owls get the pick and take it into Marshall territory at around the 48. Somebody zigged when Marshall's quarterback Wells thought he would zag, and Chamberlain gets his first career interception.
Following the interception, the Owls would move the ball down the field in pursuit of their first points of the game.
But the Owls bunch all their linemen up, first and goal at the 2. Nearing the last minute of this scoreless first quarter, Johnson, right hash, turn, hand to Myers, bumps into his right guard, stood up by a bunch of green, black, and white. The Owls pushing the pile forward, and they get in. Touchdown, Rice Owls. Touchdown, Rice. Minute 06 in this first quarter. Rice on the board first.
Midway through the second quarter, the Owls offense moved the ball into Marshall territory and ran a fake field goal that resulted in a pass interference call to continue the drive. Moments later, Rice culminated the drive with a 39-yard Riccatelli field goal to stretch the lead to 10-0. With 3 minutes to go in the half, the Owl defense again made another big play.
They move Henry slot right side. Wide side of the field is to the left. 3rd and 14. They're on 47 now. I'll show a little bit of pressure. Wells shotgun. Inhales that shotgun snap. Stands tall. Looks high. Thrown an tipped, intercepted, and Piercy there takes that interception away from Lockhart. Picks it away. Josh Piercy the pick for the Rice Owls. They get the football back. It was either going to be Piercy or Lockhart or Piercy. And Josh says, give me that rock. And the Owls get the pick.
Following the interception, Rice would miss a 22-yard field goal to end the half. However, Rice still leading number 21 Marshall at the break, 10-0. We'll step aside for another break. When we come back, we'll send it back out to JP. He'll give you the stats for the first half and get you ready for the start of the second half on the Rice Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity.
All right, 239 back to you.
Hear it, see it. Chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and 0 student loan debt. Build a better career. To find out more, visit IBEW716.net.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size track from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series, with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators, too. A John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere.
Big trip on the horizon?
minute 40 back to you.
Before you depart, you gotta park. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
It's important.
Time out. Smart Financial wants you to know that a good banking experience shouldn't feel like you're getting tackled. Since 1934, we have prided ourselves on providing hassle-free services with a game plan that focuses on people, not profits. If you live, work, or go to school at or around Rice University, visit smartcu.org to join our family and become a part of the winning team. Smart Financial, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield IMG College under the broadcasting rights granted by Rice University. This presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Rice University and Learfield IMG College. Announcers are provided by Learfield IMG College and approved by Rice University.
Mike's up.
Rice 10, Marshall nothing here at the break. The Owls leading the 15th ranked Thundering Herd despite being outgained 135 to 124 on total yards. Rice uneven, very balanced first half, 62 rushing and 62 passing yards in the first half. On third downs, Rice only 2 of 6 on third downs, Marshall 3 of 6. Rice converted its 1 fourth down conversion attempt that led to their first score, a Jordan Myers 1-yard touchdown run. Riccatelli tacked on a 39-yard field goal, but missed a 22-yarder going into the break that would have given the Owls a 13-0 lead. Overall, Mr. Griffin, what do you think?
Well, not only would it have given them a 13-0 lead, but think about how they would have felt going into the locker room. You know, double digits, 13-0 lead, more than a 2-possession game. You like that. So far, though, I like the way they played. I like their game plan coming out, especially when they came out offensively, played well. And then defensively, you saw the defense stop them on a couple of third down conversions, stopped them on a fourth down attempted conversion. Worked out really, really well for the Rice Owls. So they've done the right things, and Giovanni Johnson has done the right thing as well with the way he's played the game. He's done an excellent job in terms of playing the game.
Rice running the football, we mentioned 62 yards, 48 of those coming from Kalen Griffin. We have not seen Juma Odaviano yet. We were told he would be ready, but it's been Griffin and Broussard. But mainly Myers with 2 carries. He's got 1 touchdown. As the boos coming in with the officials, bless Ken Ante as he comes out, and the Marshall folks have a long memory here. But Giovanni Johnson, 7 of 10 passing for 62 yards. He was sacked twice. Jake Bailey, 4 catches for 33 yards. You needed Bailey not to have a sensational game, but just to get 8 to 10 catches and take some of that slack off the running game. Charlie Mendez, 1 punt for 48 yards, but if you remember, Mendez's biggest play was not the 48-yard punt. It was a fake punt situation where he drew a pass interference call on a deep pass down the left sideline to Jake Bailey. That's a big play of the first half.
It was a huge play, far side, and it was basically a sideline pass, and Mendez was able to throw it on a dime, but a pass interference call finally, and it took the referee's discussion.
Good 2 minutes. They finally threw the flag.
I mean, they could have heard me yelling from up here because I was totally upset about that. And look, you should be able to see that call. It was definitely pass interference. So great call there.
Now Rice coming onto the field. Expect a few more boos coming up here in a little bit. 4 minutes or so left before the second half starts. Rice 10 and Marshall nothing. Looking at the green and black and white for Marshall stats, Brendan Knox, 34 yards rushing at the break on 7 touches. Wells, 12 of 21 for 102 yards, and he's been picked twice. He had not on the season coming in. Wells had thrown 4 interceptions. He had 4 times as many touchdowns as picks, but 2 picks in that first half after Rice came into the game with just 1 interception on the season. Talik Keaton His favorite target, 5 catches for 26 yards, and gains the most yards, 34 yards receiving on 2 catches. Their punter, Montiel, 1 punt for 31 yards in that first half. And Neal, their leading tackler, with 9 tackles. Lockhart with 5 in the first half. Aldridge and Piercy each with 4. But the picks in that first half coming from Piercy and Chamberlain.
What do we say, though, coming into the game? They were going to have to dominate time of possession. They were going to have to generate turnovers. And that's what they did in the first half. They generated turnovers, and they ran the football effectively. Giovanni Johnson running the football effectively. You also had Kalen Griffin running the football effectively. Henri Broussard jumping in there doing a nice job. And the receivers doing a nice job of catching passes when they needed to catch passes and generate near first down conversions. Nice job by Jake Bailey.
They're going to need more than 62 rushing yards in that second half. They're going to need a big play from the passing game, and you can know Doc Holliday will have his team coached up in the second half. How do they adjust, and how does Mike Woolgren adjust with a 10-0 lead at the half at 15th ranked Marshall? Stay with us. Second half coming up next year from Learfield IMG College.
Even now, while we're distancing, your body needs to move. At Houston Methodist Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, our teams are ready with advanced technology and imaging to deliver custom treatment plans safely. And our minimally invasive procedures can help you heal faster.
15th rank?
To keep you moving, because every movement matters.
Okay, I was just going off what ESPN had.
Houston.
And they have the playoff rankings, I guess.
Medicine.
We interrupt your top 40 hits to issue this alert from the Carbach Brewing Company. In our efforts to brew our distinct and popular Hopadillo IPA, we have unwittingly created a monster. A monster with insatiable thirst. A monster that will not stop until it gets what it wants. An ice-cold Hopadillo IPA. Just like the one I'm holding in my hand. Bold, flavorful, dry-hopped, irresistible. Sweet Mary! Hopadillo. Find it before it finds you. Bravely brewed in Texas by the Carbach Brewing Company.
What do you do when you need safe, reliable corporate transportation? You go Win. Win Transportation is one of the largest group transportation providers in Texas. A leader in charters, shuttles, and special events of all sizes. 5 people or 5,000. Win offers customizable team transportation with a wide range of motor coaches, minibuses, and vans. So, for safe, reliable corporate transportation, do like
I don't know how you drink Diet Mountain Dew.
Look at GoWin.com.
That is like maybe the worst diet soda I've ever
GoWin.com.
No, it is by far one of the worst.
The return of the prestigious Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, honoring college sports excellence across all competitive divisions, both men's and women's sports.
What's your kidneys that have to deal with it?
Directors Cup on Twitter or online to see which schools will be taking home a first place trophy in June for their season-long success.
One a day is not bad.
IMG College Directors Cup, a premier
and up.
Rice will get the football to start the second half here in chilly Huntington, West Virginia. The low getting down to 28, but Owls will hopefully be long on the plane, a victorious plane ride on the way home back to beautiful Houston, Texas at that time. 40 degrees at kickoff here, and Marshall will kick it off again for the Owls to return this one 10-0. Rice leading 15th ranked Marshall. Nate, any thoughts starting this second half?
Well, I want to make a point. Marshall only allows 60 yards a game on the ground, correct?
Mm-hmm. 65 to be precise.
65. Rice has 62 already after the first half. Got to keep up that trend.
It's the first time Marshall has kicked off today. Got Suchi, the kickoff man, kicking it deep. And it's a squibber coming near sideline that will take a turn and roll out of bounds on the Marshall sideline. Bailey saying, yep, we'll take it at the 35. Owls will have it. They won't turn that away.
Ball to be placed at 35-yard line.
Not at all. Because that gives the Rice Owls great field position to start this third quarter. And I say don't change a thing. Now, you may have to get them off their high horse a little bit and throw the ball down the field, but you don't want to waste downs. You have to take advantage of the downs that you have if you're the Rice Owls, because you don't have to look at 2nd and 10. You don't want to look at 3rd and 8. You don't want to look at those kinds of downs.
Griffin comes in to start this half behind John Johnson. Giovanni Johnson, the Owls quarterback, and they have trips the wide side of the field to the left. 10-0, Rice leads 15th ranked Marshall. Start the drive from their 35. Shotgun snap. Hummett left side. Caught by Bailey. They gave him plenty of padding off the line there. And he will take it upfield to the 45 for a first down. 5th catch for Jake Bailey. Slaps a low 5 there with Johnson on a gain of 10. Coverage. Beckett, the linebacker.
So any adjustments that the defense of Marshall tried to make, you're going to have to double up now for Rice.
And now they flip the field to the right side. 3 wide receivers. 1st and 10 to 45. They hand off to Griffin. They had his number from the start. Beckett there leading the call. Yelping at nobody in particular, looking back to his home locker room there. Loss of 1, 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, you got a zone read run there, and you know it's not open. There are no holes at all, no gaps there at all for the Rice Owls.
Rice's 10-0 lead is its largest over a ranked team since leading number 18 Houston by 10 in October of 2011. 2nd down and 11. They're on 44-yard line. The back is Griffin by Johnson, who's out of the gun. Twins to the right. Shotgun snap and put it in the belly of Griffin. He will take a timber past the 45 up to the 46-yard line. They got a couple. 3rd down and 9. Big play coming up here. What do you think?
Last 2 plays kind of give you an indication of what Marshall's trying to force Rice to do. We talked about it during the half. They want Giovanni Johnson to throw the football. They want to force him to throw the football this second half because of what they were able to do in the first half.
Griffin out, Broussard in, and Mason comes in at wide out. It's a 3 wide receiver set. So yes, 11 personnel tied into the left. Just off the line is Brownlee. Rice 3rd down and 9. It's 46. Leading 15th ranked Marshall 10-0. A minute and a half into this second half. Johnson belting out the calls. Gets the shotgun snap. Steps into the pocket. Looks left. Throws left towards Bailey. Right at the chains. Incomplete. Trap the ball against the turf at that 45. So Marshall will force that punt to start this second half as Gilmore, the corner, blanketing Bailey on that coverage.
Yeah, he really did, and that was an out route run that time. Cornerback actually ran the route with Bailey and almost was in his jersey. So, you know, you have to be able to figure out what this defense cannot do.
Keaton back at his 17 to receive this punt from Mendez. 4th down and 9, Rice, it's 46-yard line. Mendez will kick this one. Line drive spiraling punt to the right of Keaton. It bounces at the 15, and then he takes it on the hop there around the 12-yard line and immediately goes out of bounds. So Marshall will take over at that 12-yard line. We'll keep it here right to left. Rice 10, Marshall nothing. I wonder if Marshall comes out aggressive even more so in this second half. They did a pretty good job containing Wells and the receiving corps, making open field tackles in that first half.
You mean like going deep on the first play?
We're thinking
there's a possibility.
We've been doing this
that
a lot,
they could do it. Absolutely. I mean, they could do it. It depends on the coverage, but you know, look, it's about the defense. But this can't be a deep drop back for the quarterback. He's already in the shotgun. So, you know, whatever they do, it's got to be quick.
Keep an ear out for Gaines. Yeah, Gaines just off the line to the left. He is their leading receiver. They're tight end. They have 5 different tight ends they'll mix in there. 1st and 10. They're on 11 starting this drive. Shotgun snap to Wells. They give it to Knox, and a flag comes in on the play motion against Marshall. This will be a 1st down and 16.
Yeah, they surprised us a little
start. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
Referee Kent Ante with that southern draw. A lot of Marshall fans. Not surprising. I've got the vest, Nate. It's a big vest weather. You didn't really see my Rice logo on my shirt. Obviously, I'm not ashamed of it, but just trying to stay warm. There was some concern at the half from the Marshall folks when we were in a certain lavatory here nearby.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, indeed. They did not like the performance of their herd in that first half. 1st and 15. Throwing from the end zone. He drops the football. He picks it up in the end zone, running towards the back of the end zone, back corner. Wells heaves it away. Owls were just steps away from picking it up for a 6. 2nd down and 15 now.
Oh, man. I saw the 6. I was looking at a defender, and I could have sworn it was right in his hands. But there was an opportunity for the Rice Owls that they were not able to capitalize on that time. And a nice job there by the quarterback Wells to be able to scramble out of that and not give up 6 points.
He made nothing out of a disaster there. Marshall folks will appreciate that. 2nd and 15, their own 6-yard line. Rice leading 15th ranked Marshall 10-0. A snap fake to Knox left side, and Wells will call his own number to the right and meet big KK Orji, who gives him a Houston hello at the 8-yard line. He got a couple there. 3rd down and 13.
Tell you what, right now this defense is playing extremely well. You just don't want Marshall to hit you with one big play, that will change the time. Now, the Rice Owls in the secondary, they're running 2 deep coverage. Right now it looks like 1 deep coverage, and they want to make sure they keep the play in front of them.
Gains the tight end slot. 3 receivers out wide. 3rd and 13 at their own 8-yard line.
Running quarters.
Yeah, Owls move those DBs back. You've got McCord in there with Lockhart on his near side. Snap Wells from the end zone. Throws. Ball's tipped at the line. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Ball falls down in the end zone. Wishful thinking, Nate. I
was ready to call interception. Goodness. Nice job. Defense got their hands up, JP.
They did a good job knocking that down. I think Elijah Garcia was the one around that football. No surprise. Batted down by Aldridge. Aldridge got the hand on it. He waves no. We see the replay towards the sideline, and then it was Garcia that was near to potentially pick that one up, but it was obviously incomplete. As the Owls will look to start in plus territory here, as their punter is punting from his own end zone here. Kicks it high, and Bailey letting that one bounce, comes up to get the 43, stops at the 40, and breaks the tackle. The 35, now the 30, and out of bounds into his Rice bench area. Great turn of events for the Owls. They will start this at the Marshall 27-yard line, they say.
Okay, so here's what you got.
I don't see a flag.
Well, Marshall players are taking swings at Bailey, and Bailey almost retaliated. But that's what's happening.
11:45, 3rd quarter. Rice 10 and Marshall nothing here. Owls great field position when we return from Learfield IMG College.
The lights, the sounds, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it, chances are an IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and 0 student loan debt. Build a better career. To find out more, visit IBEW716.net.
Big trip on the horizon? Before you depart, you gotta park. The parking spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking, and you can save when you book online. You're guaranteed a spot, and we even pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the parking spot. The Parking Spot, proud sponsor of Rice University. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot today.
10 seconds. Mike's up.
The masked duo of Griffin and Heath here, I being Heath, here in Huntington, West Virginia. See, it looks like you have the cape, like the way your posture is right now. You got your hands on your hip and your nice cozy blanket there. Nate is set up, and Nate is...
But you know what? I don't care how I look right now. I just want to be warm.
It matters how we sound.
I could care less.
We are, except for our friendly aviary friends, a wave to our aviary guys behind the scenes. You can check out those.
Hope you guys don't care.
Hey, we're telling them we don't. We want it to sound great, and this is just how we look. We've got masked Nate Griffin. I'm masked JP Heath here. 11:45, 3rd quarter. Rice getting the football back. This is their best starting field position of a drive this season at the plus 27. Can I say something?
Please.
You got to get 7 here.
You got to.
Johnson under center.
Pistol.
And he's got Johnson as the fullback. Jerry Johnson. Here's the snap. And a hand to Griffin darting through there. They had faked a jet sweep after they handed it off to Kalen, and he moseys to the 25-yard line for a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
I know Travis Johnson is smiling from ear to ear right now with his nephew out there leading the way at fullback. But I tell you what, the Rice Owls now, it can't be 3 yards here. They've got to hit on a really big play to hit Marshall in the mouth. Give them a signal right now. It has to happen now.
2nd and 8 at the 25. Rice 10, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. 4 minutes into the second half. Johnson pointing at another linebacker. I formation behind him. The snap, another hand to Griffin. Moves it off left tackle. Drop the football. Marshall wanted to pick that one up. I think the Owls got that at the 22. Very fortuitous bounce there. And ended up being a 3-yard gain. I think Griffin picked up his own miscue, or did one of the big fellas? That was the fullback Johnson, I think, recovered that fumble.
Yeah, Kalen was able to double back and might have been able to ward off a defender from getting to the ball. But if Johnson was able to get to it, that is why, because Kalen got in the way that time after dropping it.
Mason, receiver to the left. What you got on 3rd and 6 at the 23-yard line?
Got to throw it.
Out of the shotgun, he's got Broussard the back to his right. Javani Johnson seeing that left taped up wrist pointing out of the defense, takes the gun snap, quarterback draw. Dodgers one defender to the 25 and will squat down at the 22. And got a yard, so 4th down and 5 yards now. You'd expect a Riccatelli field goal, but after he missed the 22-yarder, what do you do? Yes, he is coming back out there.
You have to continue to show faith in him. You need him. You need him to hit a field goal. He missed the 22-yarder, hit a 39-yarder earlier, missed the 22-yarder. So yeah, you need him to hit one.
You've got to get 7 out of these drives. Hate to be captain of the obvious, but this will be a 40-yard attempt on the left hash. He's already hit from 38. He's missed from 22. Deep snapper Riddle coming back. Mendez, the hole, puts it down, kicks it the end zone to our right. End over end. It is. Put those arms up. They do. A field goal. 40 yards for Riccatelli. Rice 13 and Marshall nothing. But I won't turn down the 3 points there.
No, you never want to turn down the 3 points, and certainly there on the score drive. 4 plays, 5 yards, took 2 minutes and 21 seconds off the clock. Riccatelli with the 40-yard field goal. 9:24 remaining in the third quarter, and Rice is up.
13-0, 9:24. Back after this from Learfield IMG College.
With Houston Methodist Virtual Urgent Care, you can skip the drive and the waiting room and connect to our board-certified providers from your computer, tablet, or mobile phone. Virtual urgent care visits are available 24/7, no appointment needed, even on weekends and holidays. Now you can get the same trusted care you expect from Houston Methodist, wherever you are, whenever you need us.
To learn more, visit Houston Methodist.
Yeah, I can do an update real quick. Auburn just took the lead, so it's a decent time to do one.
Mom, I think this doll I found in the attic is cursed.
No.
About the only thing interesting happening.
Its eyes are just very lifelike.
Then why does its head keep spinning?
Be my friend forever.
Oh, that is scary.
You know what's really scary? Missing out on Geico's easy-to-use mobile app. You can manage your Geico policy whenever, wherever.
Let's play with another doll. Or we can just bury it deep in the ground.
Happy Geico-ween. Download the industry-leading Geico app today.
Back in the Little Woodrow's studios, right done with you for a quick score update. Auburn leading number 5 Texas A&M now 17-14. Number 4 Ohio State still blowing out Michigan State 28-0. Also 15th ranked Oklahoma State up on TCU 16-7. Nate and JP.
Pretty much, Brother Stone. Don't forget Rice Owls basketball coming up tonight. ADB, Alex Del Barrio has my back as the 3-0 Rice Owls. Scott Parrott playing in Sharp Gym just down Southwest Freeway, taking on the HBU Huskies. So trying to get a doubleheader, so to speak, sweep Rice women at Texas Tech today too. So a busy sporting day. Rice 13, Marshall nothing, and a short end-over-end kick coming down to Ali at the 5. In between the right hash and the numbers, darts ahead to 20, 25. He slips through that crease there, and Ali will get to the 33 officially there. 9:19 of this third. Rice 13 and 15th ranked Marshall nothing.
Here's where the Owls have to be careful now at the 33 or 20. Let's see.
They'll call it 33-yard line now.
33-yard line. This is where you can take a shot down the field, and the Rice Owls have to know that. Now they started their last possession with a run. Will they do the same?
Here's Wells for Marshall, the redshirt freshman from up the road in Charleston. Here's the snap. Give to Knox on the wide side of the field. Stops. They set that edge. Schumann and Lockhart stripping at the football, and he falls down right behind the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him that extra surge. Line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10 to 33.
I'll tell you what, the Marshall players have been chirping all game. And the one thing you don't want to see is, right now you're up 13-0. You don't need to chirp with them.
Marshall, the 15th ranked team by the Associated Press, the highest ranking in school history. Marshall has never lost to a Texas school at home, 13-0. 2nd and 10 to 33. Gun snap. Wells twirling the football. Pressure from the back. Pressure from the front. He is sacked. He is brought down at the 28-yard line. KK Orgy. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, KK. That sack bringing it back to the 28. A loss of 5. 3rd down and 15.
He's been threatening all day long. And finally, he makes a big play right there. Pressure, and you could see the quarterback, Wells, bracketed in. Orgy collapses on him.
Great job by the Owls coming in. They only had 4 sacks on the season. Orgy, 3rd and 15 to 28. 8:05. Clock rolling in this 3rd quarter. Rice 13. Number 15, Marshall, 0. Gaines, their big stud tight end, slot right side. 4 wide receivers. Snap comes to the waist. Wells, right-handed throw, throws up the side, picked up by the Owls. Smith down to 20, 15, 10. The 5 stays in bounds. Touchdown, Rice Owls. The pick 6 for Naeem Smith goes to the house. His first game back. Rice goes up 19-0. Scanning the field, no flags. The pick 6. Rice, the big lead here at 15th ranked Marshall.
They're getting the turnovers. That was an out route. Wells threw to the out route. Must have been misread by his wide out. He just threw right to Naeem. Naeem was able to intercept, takes it back the length of the field.
Pick 6 for the Scholars. 19-0 lead. Okay, now they take advantage and get the other points that they had left on the field earlier. Right. Makes you feel a little bit better. As a shotgun snap comes back, the kick is up, and it is good by Riccatelli. How's this on for size? Rice 20, Marshall nothing. 7:50, the stunned Edwards Stadium crowd here in Huntington, as we will keep it here.
Unbelievable. Naeem Smith able to read it. He was in the right position to be able to make a play at the safety spot, and somehow Grant Wells read his receiver deeper than what he threw the pass. And there was Naeem right there. Naeem couldn't believe it. I'm sure if we interview him in the postgame, he'll tell you, I couldn't believe the ball was thrown directly to me, and certainly it was, and he was able to take it back for the touchdown. So just a big play there on that play. 3 plays, 5 yards, minute 34. That's a -5.
The pick 6 for Naeem Smith. Remember, he had 2 picks in consecutive games when he came on the scene last year. Remember Coach Bloomgren saying, and defensive coordinator Brian Smith saying the D can go to 6 defensive back package with him. Mike Bloomgren saying the thing that's lost in this game is how physical he is, and he comes in and makes the immediate impact in his first game back in the rotation for the Owls. 20-0, they lead Marshall. Riccatelli, a rolling pooch kick, and Marshall will camp down on it at the 37-yard line. So I don't know if he hit that, but one of the returners camping down on that. That was Jeremy Smith, a safety from Savannah, Georgia. So they will set up now at their 35. Rice 20, and number 15, Marshall, nothing.
They haven't taken any real chances today. No big chances. We've not seen that. But the defense has pretty much dictated how Marshall has played. We got to play it down right now, JP. And it looks like Anabogu is down.
Trainers
check his status.
Trainers attending him.
Anabogu is the player for Rice.
Yeah, Chike gets helped up. Hopefully just a cramp or a little nick. He'll be okay as the Rice defense comes back out there. About halfway through this 3rd quarter, Naeem Smith searching here for the official designation of that kick return for the touchdown. As Yeah, the pick on the 6. So the distance was around that 30-yard range. As Wells out of that shotgun, they start this drive, their 37-yard line, right to left. Snap, and a give to Knox. Bottled up in the middle, breaks it out wide to the left side. He is brought down at the 36-yard line. Among others, big Blaze Aldridge and Achukwu helping out. Good job by Kenna there. No gain on that play. Knock on wood when I say this, but doing a good job of containing Brendan Knox, not allowing him to bounce outside. 2nd and 10 to 37. Shotgun Wells takes the snap. The redshirt freshman gives to Knox again, and I just had to open up my big fat trap as he burst past the 45 to 50 in the Owls territory, down to the 48-yard line, and actually say the 47-yard line for 16 yards.
Yeah, that's one of the best runs he's had all day long. Remember, we said earlier, you cannot allow this guy to run downhill.
And their longest run of the day, play action Wells, throw back across the middle, picked off by Aldridge. Blaze Aldridge gets his second career pick to 40. He runs it up the sideline to the 50. The 4th interception of the day for the Rice defense. They thwart that drive, and they are going buck wild on that Rice sideline. A massive dog pile just runs with Aldridge going back down as they're starting to wave at the Marshall folks.
4 turnovers in a game? This is a season for the Rice Owls. 4 turnovers in one game. Blaze Aldridge, defensive players today have hands like wide receivers, and they are making big-time plays. That time, just when you thought momentum was on the side of Marshall as they were rambling down the field, here comes Blaze making a big-time play.
And we talked privately and on air both, how would Rice adjust to some of the adjustments from Marshall? It's obvious Brian Smith and that defense adjusted something with the coverage to throw off Wells for 2 picks in the first half and already 2 picks here 8 minutes into the second half here.
All of the coverage underneath.
This play is under review. The ruling on the field was an interception.
And I did not see it close to the ground.
It has to be the spot. It's got to be the spot, and that's why they must be checking to see exactly where he was tagged. It's got to be the spot, because that was a clear interception.
Here's a good filler. Naeem Smith's pick 6 was Rice's first since Brandon Douglas Dotson had that pick of 75 yards. Remember that one against North Texas a little over 3 years ago. That was around the Thanksgiving time of 2017. And that was Naeem's 3rd career interception. And we're going to see here if Blaze Aldridge's 2nd career pick stands. But when he picked it, he was lunging across the body.
No, they could be checking to see if he was in bounds.
He was clearly. I mean, there was no debate at all if he was in bounds. But I'm wondering what they. We don't have monitors in the booth, and they have not replayed it yet. But hopefully, you're syncing us at home or wherever you may be, and in a good mood from the Rice Spirit side of things. As Owls, still a long time to go in this game.
After the review, the ruling of an interception is confirmed. First down.
Wow. Marshall fans stunned, Marshall players stunned, and they're getting a little chippy. You can see the emotion coming from them too, as, I mean, I'll come out and say it. They're like, hey, this shouldn't be happening. That's what.
Well, I hope we're able to get out of here safely if the Rice Owls win. But I will tell you that right now, defensively, they're playing one great game. And, you know, to generate 4 turnovers in a game and your offense be able to capitalize, that's what makes it all work out for you.
Officially a 36-yard pick 6, by the way, by Naeem Smith on that interception at the 7:50 mark of this quarter. Now the Owls get another Aldridge pick and get the ball back after it does stand at the 46-yard line, and a hand around the left end, and the ball came out for a second. Looks like Hodge around that football, but either way, Jager Bull recovers that fumble there, second time that Griffin has put it on the turf today.
Yeah, Kalen Griffin now out of the game, and probably need to give him a little bit of a breather. He's been the workhorse in this offense today. I believe Ari Broussard might be back in the game for the Rice Owls.
He is. He's standing 7 yards deep, and they put Johnson from off the line down to be his blocking back. 2nd and 8, the Marshall 44. Rice 20, number 15, Marshall nothing. A handoff, and Broussard will gash his way up the middle, and he falls down to the 39 for 5 5 yards.
That is a really, really good run. Nice job there by Johnson, Jerry Johnson, being able to get in there and block his man, knock him out of the hole there for the game by Broussard.
Broussard, the former walk-on, switch from linebacker. Got a scholarship before last season. His second and third career carries in the game today. The Owls have needed it from a lot of different directions, and they have gotten it. 3rd down and 3, the Marshall 39. 5:43, clock moving in this third quarter, and the temperature's getting colder here in Huntington.
Giovanni.
Tied in right is Brownlee. They show some blitz. Snap Johnson, hand left side. Broussard takes a little dive and a plunge to the 37. Got a couple more yards for a 4th down and 1. The tight end, the nose tackle, Kroom, started that tackle where Broussard leapt down to the 37. 4th and 1.
I thought he got to the spot, but this is going to call for the jumbo package once again. You see 7 coming in.
Owls bring Charlie Stone back in there as the blocking back, one of the reserve linemen.
And Jordan Myers.
Yeah, Jordan Myers picked up a big 4th down on that Owls' first scoring drive, and they motioned Stone back. 2 blocking backs from Myers. Is this going to be a handoff to Jordan Myers? I can tell you right now. 4th down to 37. Snap, hand, Myers. Flag comes in. Myers will dart his way around the left end and plunge for a 1st down to 35. But let's see. This could be against Rice.
Wait a minute. Are we going to call a movement? Plays 2. It's a bang-bang play. So
remember that happened with Stone on the first time of the game when they tried that. But now Clay Servin is saying it's against Marshall.
It's not a hold, that's for sure.
Illegal motion. Offense number 61 who's moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Repeat 4th down.
Yeah, Stone, the guilty party. Unfortunately, again, the youngster for the Owls, a long few yards back to the field.
It's
the
tough.
Sideline.
It's tough.
4th down and 6 now.
It's tough to be in that position, especially in the backfield when you are an offensive lineman. You know, you're trying to. You're playing the part of a blocking back, and you're trying to anticipate, and you just have to settle down a little bit.
Now that'll force the Owls' hand to punt as Mendez does come out, and Keaton will go back. 4:30, clock cannot move fast enough for the Rice Owls here, leading Marshall 20-0. Here's the punt snap. He gets it right, and he will go for the backspin punt. That Keaton comes up to call fair catch inside the 15, and at the 14 with Myers coming down to play special teams. Again, starting field position has been big in this one as Marshall starts deep in its own end yet again. Timeout on the field. Rice 20, number 15 Marshall nothing here from Learfield IMG College.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has the right size track from the compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series with financing available. Shoppas has great prices.
And Learfield IMG College, Marshall Athletics, like the Chapman Printing Company, their investment in Marshall football. On behalf of the Chapman Printing Company, follow your books and Marshall cards are available at no cost on Learfield birthdays. This season will focus on health and safety. All the yearbooks and the Marshall cards are digital and providing QR codes located in accessible windows as well as on the school levels. Utilize smartphones to activate the QR code and look at yearbooks and Marshall cards on your phone. Chapman Printing Company support of Marshall Lettering Herd. The Lettering Herd Kicks Club on Mondays is the best way to get special access to your Lettering Herd and to get exclusive coupons through Wendy's. The Lettering Kicks Club presented by Wendy's will receive a special deal each month.
Mike. Owls are so proud to be partnering with IBEW, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 716, lighting up Rice University in Houston for over 100 years. My favorite masked man is Nate Griffin with me right now here. As socially distant as the measurements allow here in the booth, I am a masked up JP Heath. 20-0, Rice leads nationally ranked Marshall. 4:17, it's the third quarter of action. Rice looking to break a 30-game losing streak against ranked teams. Last win for Rice against a ranked team was over 23 years ago on Veterans Day, 1997, against 21st ranked BYU. A span of 30 games, but Nate, I said it earlier, still a long, long time left in this game.
There's a lot of time left in this game, JP. Nothing can you take for granted. Rice Owls have to play. And right now, they have Marshall deep in their own territory. This is an opportunity as well.
Mike Bloomgren, an extended talk with the referee Ken Ante and another one of the officials there at the numbers. Doesn't seem heated by any means, but Marshall will have possession at its own 12-yard line and a first down. I hate to admit it, but I don't know what this is about.
This is a conversation centered around trying to make sure that moving forward, the referees think about the decisions they make in regards to flags that they throw.
Over the politician, Nate Griffin sums it up nicely. He covered a lot of areas there. First and 10, their own 12-yard line. 4:17 here in Huntington. Gray and cold day. Here's the snap. Wells fake to Knox, coming to the left, pats the football, throws it to the feet of the receiver. Gaines, incomplete. Tried that tight end slip screen this time, and Chamberlain just chunks Gaines down on that coverage. Second down and 10 at the 12.
Tayshawn Chamberlain right now is putting himself in position for play of the game. I'm telling you, his coverage today has been nothing less than incredible. He has been around the ball for every play.
And in a game like this, there are a lot of candidates for player of the game.
Yes.
Owls have forced 4 turnovers, and they have limited this really good Marshall offense. Second and 10, their own 12. Rice leading 20-0. They put Gaines left side, knocks the back, taking the handoff from Wells, starting middle, and he can't go anywhere to the right side. He is bottled up and tackled at the 11. No, they say the 12. Generous, I thought he got behind the line, like Debo to Braylon Carroll there. First one on the hit. Third down and 10.
The way the team came out to warm up signaled something. You had players coming out without the shirts on, and it was, 38, 39 degrees out here? I mean, they were trying to show their dominance before the game even started, and right now they are dominating.
Meanwhile, Nate Griffin with the quadruple layer, which I much respect. Much respect. Third and 10, their own 12-yard line. 3 receivers to the wide side to the left for Wells. Taking that gun snap again, twirling that pigskin, looking over the middle, throws on the run, ball batted high, tipped up in the air, intercepted by Bird at the 25. He gets the Owls' 5th interception of the day and cartwheels down at the 20. The 5th pick of the day for the Rice Owls from 5 different guys. And right on cue, the Owls get a turnover, and now there is a down player on the field for Marshall.
That is amazing because Grant Wells threw the pass over the middle of the field to a receiver. It caroms off of him into the arms of one Andrew Bird after it goes high in the air, and Bird comes down with it. That's 5 on the day. 5 turnovers makes the season.
Sideline warning, Rice. That's their first warning.
Could understand them being a little bit jubilant after that interception.
They're excited. Should be.
Well,
and we're excited for them.
We let the greater minds look up such things, but I can't recall a game with this many interceptions, at least the time we've been doing this 9+ seasons together. You a few seasons
13,
longer than me.
Yep.
But the way that and hey, credit the boss. They have said this a lot. Even Coach Smith in previous interviews, the defensive coordinator, when the turnovers come, they come in bunches. And they've certainly done that and then some at the most important time of the season right now.
Never seen a game like this. Going back to the Chase Clement days, that's when I first started. And never seen a game like this when that defense was great too. They had a lot of great players on that defense. In the secondary, linebackers, all 3 levels. And no, Brian Gaines, none of this have we ever seen. So this is huge for the Rice Owls today. 5 turnovers. They lead 20-0, and they have been dominating all game long, and turnovers have been coming in all kinds of ways. Directly thrown to them, ball just bouncing off of other players into the arms of guys, and guys creating opportunities for turnovers. It's just a big day, and they deserve to go home with this win today. There's no question. After 5 turnovers, you don't win?
The Marshall players still down.
Yeah, that's tough.
On the field right now. They're tending to him. Haven't been able to see who it is at the 16-yard line.
I hope he gets up and walks off on his own.
There's 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in this third quarter. For some reason, they have not taken the timeout yet on the field. They do not have any of the vehicle situated as if they're going to bring a cart out. So that's one small positive. But they are huddled around this player, and 3 or 4 medical personnel are on top of him.
That makes you think it's more internal than it is anything else. You look at Marshall and you look at their schedule and who they've played, and just to kind of run it down to you, Eastern Kentucky.
We do have a timeout on the field now, so let's take this timeout and be back in a second. Rice 20, Marshall nothing. 3:24 this third from Learfield IMG College.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
This refreshing message brought to you by Love Street Colstyle Blonde. If you're in the mood for something new that's not really new and actually feels like it's been around the whole time, then take a trip down Love Street. This easy-drinking, anytime Colstyle Blonde goes great with your favorite record and favorite people. It's a refreshing beer and a state of mind, but I'm just a voice on the radio. You should try it out for yourself. All you need is Love Street. Brewed with love in Houston, Texas at the Carbach Brewing Company.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Mike's up. Injured player was Hodge for Marshall. Darius Hodge helped out back to his sideline, and Rice has the football here. First down, third down at 10. Check that at the 12. A couple plays after that. Bird interception, the Owls' 5th turnover forced of the day. All picks. Rice 20, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. Yes, you heard that right. 3:24 left in the third quarter. Bailey, the only wide receiver in the formation, is out wide to the right. Take and give to Broussard. He will chug his way up the middle, the 20, and down to the 18. Gain of 6. 4th down and 4. And among the many things impressive about this game for the Owls, it's not the stat sheet. These stats will not wow you. It's just everybody from backup roles stepping up at the biggest time, namely Giovanni Johnson, but you got a guy like Broussard making in the single-digit number of carries on the season, the guys on the defense as well. Everybody has stepped up.
Well, the coaches have done a phenomenal job in terms of being able to create a game plan that fits their talents, and that's what you're seeing right now.
I knew the scoreboard had to have been off there, so that was a first down carry. So 2nd down and 5. I formation. Johnson takes the turn, hands to Broussard, and he will plug his way around the left end, and he will reach the football down to around the 17. 3rd down now and 4. Got a yard on that play.
Yeah, I think this is the Ari Broussard show probably moving forward. You'll get Kalen Griffin in there to spell him every now and then, but Ari right now is doing a pretty good job. You got a sub in there now. They're changing up the game plan here. Looks like they may be going with receivers. We'll see.
You got Mason coming in there on a 3rd down and 4. It's Owls, 2:07 to go, 2:06. 2:04, 2:03 here in the last couple minutes of this third quarter. Tight end Bradley standing up off the line. And they got Myers in there, wide receiver 2. Marshall jumps, and a flag comes in. These are the types of plays. That's Beckett, their best defender, who makes that mistake.
Offsides, defense number 4, unabated to the quarterback. Result of the penalty is a first down.
So big when the Owls needed that. On a 3rd down and 4, they have a 1st and 10, and this will move the ball to the 12-yard line.
And change your play call. Because now you have a 1st down. You had planned for a 3rd and 4 down play. Now you have 1st down, and you bring in your big tight end. 8-2 is back on the field, and anytime you see him, it's a good thing. Jacob Bull on the field.
Broussard the back, left of Johnson out of the shotgun. They put Bailey and Mason out to the right. 1st down at the Marshall 12. Final 90 seconds of this third quarter with Rice leading 20-0. Counter to Broussard. He will timber forward down inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Cut back. Second down and 6. Owls very good this whole season, maybe with one exception for some periods of that North Texas loss, getting great yardage, 4, 5, even 6 yards a chunk on first down. That's been consistent this year.
They had to. The 2 to 3 yard variety runs were not going to work, and they're getting the bigger runs today. Right now, the Rice Owls doing a nice job. 87 yards. It doesn't sound like a lot, but Marshall only has 46 on the ground.
Bailey outside the hashes, in between the number and the hashes. Johnson comes back down to block for Broussard. Under center Johnson, snap, looking left, throwing it out. One-handed catch made by Bailey. Did he officially bring it in? He did! Oh, an amazing highlight reel grab. A one-handed stab by Bailey. He brings it in, kicks down that pylon. Owls get in for an 8-yard touchdown. Or they overrule it? Now an official coming in here to possibly overrule this. We'll see.
We'll have to see that one, JP. I think that to call it fairly, I don't know if he caught it. The question is if he stayed in bounds. That's going to be the big question. So that's what they're going to have to look at.
We get the replay on the first time, looking to the left. Bailey makes the one-handed grab, and he dropped the football.
Yeah, he dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped that for sure.
Yeah.
He one-handed it, and as the transfer, he was bringing it into his stomach.
Yeah, you have to be able to retain possession as you're going out of bounds.
You got to look at the other side of it.
Ooh.
Or do you make one full step?
Oh, wow.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown.
There you go.
The previous play is under review.
It's under review.
No complaints, so it is the touchdown confirmed that was called.
Yeah.
Now they have to see evidence on the replay. You all know the drill that it was not. But the issue here is going to be, I wonder how many times we see it here in Huntington.
Well, you're not going to see it on that screen anymore.
He dropped it right as the pylon was coming down. So anything that happens, of course, after that pylon, once that's touched by any part of his body, that's a touchdown. But did he have the possession before that was dropped?
Question.
And do they have the cameras to overrule that?
That's the question. Can we establish possession? That is going to be the question. And if they can establish possession, it's going to be a touchdown. If they can't establish possession, then obviously you get to replay, or you will get to play another down. So great catch by Bailey if it is a touchdown. I'll tell you what, he has really come to play, and you're starting to see all the skills in this bag. He's got a lot of skills, and you're starting to see them all. And if that ball had been just a slightly lower trajectory, slightly lower, that would have been 6 points. No doubt.
Officials are replaying it near us and going over what could potentially be a 26-0 Rice lead, or it'd stay at 20-0 in a third down and third down and 6 situation at the 8-yard line. Those are the two options you have there.
Neither one are bad, because again you get to play another down, actually another 2 downs if you want, or you can kick the field goal and go up 23-0. I like the idea of the 6 points though, plus the PAT.
Here he is.
After review, the receiver caught the ball, gained possession, fumbled the ball in the field of the play, forward into the end zone. The result of the play is a touchback, first down Marshall.
So the third option that we did not cover, that fumble, I was thinking it did not complete the process of the catch and get another look at it. Yeah, I guess that's so tough. Even the 5-6 times we've seen it.
That's a tough one right
there. So they overruled it, and the Owls' first turnover of the game. Marshall will get it on that touchback, bringing it to here the 20-yard line.
Crazy rule, isn't it? But now, though, the Rice Owls defense really have to play stout here. This is where you have to make big plays, especially with the 42 seconds remaining in third quarter.
Wells shotgun. He puts Keaton in motion, takes the handoff gives it to Knox as he is grabbed and clutched at from behind by Carroll and company. Garcia getting off the pile there. Tackle started by Garrett Grammer up to the 24. Second down and 6 now.
And once again, got to be tough.
They're going tempo. Second at 6 to 24. Gun snap Wells. Standing, looking, throwing left side. Reaching up to catch it is Willie Johnson, first of the day. And he is shoved out of bounds by Lockhart. The tackle was started by Miles McCord, holding him up for Lockhart, but out of bounds to the 43 for 19 yards.
You don't want to see too many more of those. So you have to be able to get pressure on the quarterback.
Wells from that gun. Grammer coming outside pressure. Snap, give to Knox, running towards Grammer, past the 45, and he sails up near midfield, the 49-yard line for 6 yards on the final play of the third quarter. And fourth quarter coming up next. Rice 20, 15th ranked Marshall nothing. We come back from Huntington after this from Learfield IMG College.
The Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites is the preferred hotel for anybody visiting the Medical Center, the Museum District, or Rice University. We offer the largest suites in the Medical Center, complete with full kitchens, and our full-service restaurant and outdoor pool will make your stay complete. We look forward to having you experience the Wyndham Houston Medical Center Hotel and Suites soon. And if you need a group rate or need 10 or more rooms, don't forget to call 713-528-7744. That's 713-528-7744.
Football fans are passionate, just like John Deere fans. And if you're a John Deere person, the name to know is Shoppas. In football, it's about calling the right plays. The right call for John Deere equipment is Shoppas. Shoppas has a high-size compact 1000 series all the way up to the 6000 series with financing available. Shoppas has great prices on lawnmowers and gators too. But John Deere is more affordable than you think. Google Shoppas at SHOPPAS. Shoppas, all things John Deere.
Rice leading number 15, Marshall 20-0 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Ryan Stone back with you in the Little Woodrow's Bar and Grill Studios for a quick score update. Number 5, Texas A&M now back in front of Auburn 21-20. About 11 minutes to go in that one. Fourth-ranked Ohio State still pounding Michigan State 35-0. And number 15, Oklahoma State now trailing TCU 21-16 with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, JP.
Thank you very much, Ryan. With Nate Griffin, I'm JP Heath, the masked duo. I'm trying to get that trending somehow.
Yes.
Hopefully our aviary folks are enjoying that as we get set up for a potentially historic fourth quarter of action here as Rice leads Marshall 20-0 here. The fresh 15 on the clock. Hate to be generic and Captain Obvious, but it kind of is. A lot of the profession just pointing out what is in front, and at the moment that the Owls can't get away from themselves being present in the moment of not letting the game get away and just doing the things in front of them. They have not overextended themselves one bit in this game. It's been an impressive 3 quarters, but you know what? That doesn't mean anything now. They have to finish it.
Well, there's 10 points they should have had. The missed field goal and another 6 points from a touchdown that they should have had either in the first half or the second half here. They've had their opportunities, and so now it's about finishing. You're not going to give up, or you should not give up 20 points to Marshall in the fourth quarter. You should go ahead and execute and take it home.
Marshall flips into the field. They'll be going from left to right, a 2nd and 5. They start their own 49-yard line. Marshall leads this series 5-2. Last time here in 2014, almost 25 degrees cooler. Marshall, number 21 then, they won 41-14 after getting out to a 17-0 lead. First play of the fourth is a handoff to Knox. Runs to the left, and Garcia will pull him down, but the bad news is it's right at the chains at the 47-yard line. That moves it for a gain of 5. First down and 10.
Yeah, that's tough right there. You don't want to give them any kind of first downs or momentum.
Ken Ante calls an official timeout for a second here as there is a down Rice player across the way at the 40-yard line. 39-yard line. Unfortunately, I think that's Kirk Lockhart.
Here's the player for Rice, is Kirk Lockhart.
Yep, he goes down. I might bring in, you already have Gabe Taylor out there. I might bring Naeem Smith back in there. First down and 10. 14:50 left. Take a glance at these Wyndham Houston Medical Center hotel and suite, looking at the numbers in this game. Now Lockhart is looking over at Kirk. He does get helped up, and he is okay now. Giovanni Johnson, 9 of 13 passing, only 80 yards for Rice. But they have forced 5 interceptions from Grant Wells, 13 of 28, 121. Marshall's Brendan Knox, 14 rushes, 64 yards. 350 combined yards in this game, Dane.
Wow.
Marshall trailing Rice 20-0. First down, the 47, and Wells a keeper around the left end, the 45-40. He runs first down the 35-yard line. Young guy can scoot, can he?
Yeah, he really did there.
12 yards on that play.
Yeah, one of those zone read plays, and there he goes. And when you run those plays, you really have to keep your eyes on the ball carrier.
2 by 1. Twins to the right. First and 10 to 47. Jump cut from Knox after taking that handoff. And he springs his way to the right for a gain of 1. Down to the 34-yard line. And you can't... neither one of us have hair like this. Trayshawn Chamberlain, he wears it better than we would. Second down and 9 after that Chamberlain stop.
That is correct. He does wear it well, but I tell you what, I like that stop there. You got to keep playing that way.
First minute, fourth quarter, second and 9 to 35. Snap Wells, surveying left, throwing over the middle, a dart, a high reaching catch. Good grab by Keaton going upstairs to pull that in front of the freshman Taylor down to the 21-yard line. 13 yards on that pickup. And they're going tempo here. They got the second tight end, Devin Miller, left side. Snap and a hand to Knox, and he will patiently follow his left guard, the Captain Mollett there, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. They might give him the 19. Yes, I think they do. Second down and 8.
Rice interior defensive front line, they've done a great job in stopping the run today. Those A-B gap runs, not happening.
Corey Gamage, wide receiver to the left. Keaton in motion now. Shotgun Wells, second and 8 to 19. Give to Knox. Crosses it back to the right and gets hit low and goes down to the 15. Good job by Prudy Calderon cutting him down. Might say the 16. Yes, indeed. Good stop by Prudy. Gain of 3, third down, and let us call it 5.
Yeah, Prudy coming up from his safety spot, and he had to come a long way to make that play.
Jogging out of the huddle, Willie Johnson. Not even really a sugar huddle there, just they're kind of camped out behind the line looking for that play call. Wide receiver to the right is Gamage again. Third down and 5, the 16-yard line. Shotgun Wells, putting Johnson in motion. Here's the snap. Looking middle, pressure coming up the middle. Carroll the sack! Great job of the Owls getting in there. Aldridge was trailing behind him, but depot to Braylon Carroll. I got him. That was his first sack of the season there, coming back to the 27-yard line. And what a time to do it, a loss of 11.
Boy, you couldn't have picked a better time because Marshall looking really good with the play. If they want to confuse the secondary just a little bit, but the D-line picked up the slack. They were able to get the sack.
Owls 20-0 lead at 15th ranked Marshall here. Now Marshall forced to go for a 4th and 16 at the Rice 27. 3 minutes into the fourth. A little pressure up the middle. Wells after the snap looking to the right. Pressure from the back. He runs to his left. Carroll chasing him. Can't get the tackle. He bluffs it past the 25 and he is rolled out of bounds into the Rice bench inside the 20-yard line. And the Owls surround Wells. Be careful, guys. And that should do it for that drive. The Owls should get the football back here. Scanning the field, no flags. Rice gets it. Great job of the Rice secondary. I know I don't have to say it with 5 picks on the day, but that was all coverage there that forced him to bolt there.
You know, it's good to be the top 6 penalized team in the nation as well. You know, when you're best. You know, when you don't get penalized a lot, you don't commit silly penalties with an opposing players near your bench. So great job by them. Now it's time for the offense to pick it up. Got a lot of time left in this game. You need to make sure that you win the time of possession in the fourth quarter.
And I dare say if the Owls have 2 good, not even long drives, they can get out of here with that great upset win. First down their own 20. Rice leading 20-0. Here's the snap. Throw to Bailey, who's crouching down to 25, takes it across the CUSA logo as he is tripped down by the linebacker, Bo Plan. And he gets 6 yards, second down and 4 to 26.
That's like a design run through the air. Let's hope that Bailey's okay. Looks like he is. That was a tough tackle there to take. But look, run the ball now. Again, when you can get that 5-6 yards on that first down, you are really helping yourself second and third downs.
11:22, 11:21, 11:20 to go in this game. Rice 20, Marshall nothing. Second down and 4. Their own 26-yard line, right to left Owls. Johnson, gun snap, fakes it to Bruce Snow. He did give it to Ari. Ari Broussard almost got free of a last grasp, but either way, a first down across the 30-yard line. Lunges that football to the 32. Very stressful 6-yard run, but he got it.
But the Rice Owls running backs today have understood all day long the importance of being able to run hard and get that first down, yards after tackle. They've done a tremendous job, yards after hit, yards after contact. They've done a tremendous job in terms of being able to get that first down and get those big yards.
How about 93 rushing yards on the day? We told you Rice would have to win an ugly one. It's been ugly stat-wise, but it is so pretty on the scoreboard. 20-0 Rice. 10:37 to go as Johnson's out of the shotgun with twins to the right. Taking the snap, giving to Broussard again, and Ari plugging away past the 35. Past to the 38-yard line. For 6 more yards, this time getting the 38-yard line. Counted for 2nd down and 4 here.
You know, you were talking about the slang term Gucci earlier, and I was trying to catch up with you. Well, I'm going to throw one at you. Those defenders don't want that smoke from Aviary Broussard. I'm telling you right now, because he is really running the ball. 6 feet, 215, getting all the leverage, and he is bringing the smoke, I can tell you.
A guy that was admitted to Rice as a student, then walked on to the football team, linebacker, switched to running back. Now he's potentially a big figure and one of the biggest wins in school history. A snap, hand to Broussard, twirling around to the right and lunging forward where he needed 4 yards on 2nd down. He got 3 of those yards up to the 41-yard line. I see Derek Pitts, the strong safety, on that stop. 3rd down, less than a yard.
Got to be very, very careful with the football. The running backs have not turned the ball over today. I know it got very, very close with Kalen Griffin, but no turnovers other than the one today for the Rice Owls. And when you can play almost a turnover-free game, you got a shot to win it, especially when the other team turns it over 5 times.
Yeah, nothing fancy from Broussard. That was his 10th carry for 36 yards, but he's spelling Griffin. He had 1 carry in his career coming into this game. 3rd down, less than a yard. They're on 41 snap. Give to Broussard again, falls forward, and the Rice coaches say that he got that first down. He had to get past the 42, or at least to the 42. Looked like
he's going to get it.
He did. Hodge back in there after that injury timeout a couple of possessions ago. Started that tackle, but the Owls got that first down to the 42. Under 9 minutes remaining. Clock stopped here. Rice 20, Marshall nothing.
And I love what I'm seeing from the Rice Owls. They are using the clock to their advantage today with the run and getting those much-needed first downs off those clicks, and we'll see what they average here in just a moment.
Play clock at 5, 4, 3. Johnson shotgun. Twins to the right side. Gets down to 0, but they don't throw the flag. They give to Broussard. He gets twisted up like a pretzel right at the line of scrimmage and squats down for a fortunate gain of 1 there. 2nd down and 9.
So the Owls now have over 100 yards rushing today. They're averaging right at 3 yards a carry. Right at 3 yards a carry.
It's the beautiful thing about sports. Sometimes the stats mean absolutely nothing. This is definitely one of those games. So it's been all defense for the Rice Owls. Holding what, Marshall? I'm on a different screen. What's Marshall's total yardage there?
208.
There you go. That's been the story, and then forcing those turnovers. Under 8 minutes to go. Rice 2nd and 9. It's 43. Right to left. Under the lights here to Hazy Huntington. Shotgun snap to Johnson. Hand left side to Broussard. And big fella is grabbed from behind eventually with the help of 2 other teammates. He is brought down by the corner, Jalen McLean Sapp, redshirt senior from Jacksonville, Florida. 3rd down now and 8 for Rice is 44.
Yeah, Sapp was kind of waiting for him. That was his spot to fill, to come up and fill edge, set the edge, and he did just that with Aviary Broussard, brought him down.
Going nickel here. They've got Gilmore in there as a nickel back. And they move Pitts back, his safety roll. 7:17 clock moving.
Bradley comes in for the Owls.
Bradley's tied in to the left. 11 personnel, with that one back being Broussard to the left of Johnson out of that shotgun. 3rd and 8, they're 44. Hands out in front, and a flag comes in.
Delay?
From the back judge.
Delay a game.
And they missed the one earlier, so they get them on this one.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And so 3rd and 8 turns to 3rd and 13. I would not imagine they try to risk anything big here.
There's a route for that, though. I think that if you're going to throw, you throw to the outside. You always want to throw an out route. either near side or far side, preferably far side. That's where your strongest receiver is. But you've also got something here on the left, and you look at where the coverages are.
Most importantly, they start that clock again, 4 wide out set, 3rd and 13 to 39, and snap comes, and whistle before that, though.
Timeout?
No. And no flags thrown. Ken Ante quickly takes off that mask.
Please reset the game clock to 7 minutes,
reset the game
8 seconds, and start the clock and the play clock on my ready.
So 23 seconds had gone off the clock.
I love Ken Ante. On my ready. Start the play clock and the game clock on my ready.
Moving to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 13 after that penalty on Rice. That delay of game.
They showed pass.
Myers and Bailey out wide to the right. Again, that 11. No, check that. Yeah, 4 wide receivers set here now. That tight end move. Snap. Johnson, quarterback draw, going nowhere. He takes a tumble down. They bring him down past right at the line, the 39-yard line. Take your pick on that Marshall defensive line for that stop.
Yeah, that time. Good move, though. I thought it was a smart move. You don't want to take any chances. Rely on your defense. You're up 20-0 with 6:30 and change remaining in the game. Give your defense a chance to make some plays.
6:23 remaining. Clock still moving. Mendez back to punt here for the blue and gray. Keaton back to return this punt at the 23-yard line. Here comes the deep snap. They bring the house here, and then little knuckleball action floating down to Keaton, takes it to the 24, runs laterally, and then up past the 25, steps out of bounds in front of Grammer and into his Marshall sideline. So they'll have it. 26-27, we return. 6:03 to go. Rice 20, Marshall nothing here in Huntington. Back after this from Learfield IMG College.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Did you guys do Houston Baptist already
while we're distancing, your body needs to move.
Or Methodist, yeah.
At Houston Methodist
when did you do that one?
and Sports Medicine, our teams are ready with advanced technology and imaging to deliver custom treatment plans safely. And our minimally invasive procedures can help you heal faster. We have the expertise to keep you moving because every movement matters. Find the care you need at locations throughout Houston. Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
And Nate, I'll throw it to you.
AT&T Sportsnet is your home of the Houston Rockets. Visit AT&TSportsnet.com and click on the channel finder to see how you can watch the Rockets all season long. From pregame to postgame, watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
Rice leading number 15 Marshall 20-0 with about the 6-minute play. Ryan Stone with you in the Little Woodward Bar and Grill Studios. Quick scoreboard update. Number 5 Texas A&M now leading Auburn 28-20 with 6.5 minutes to go. Also 4th ranked Ohio State up on Michigan State 35-7, and TCU still leading Oklahoma State 21-16 late in the 3rd quarter. Nate.
All right, thank you, Ryan. Smart Financial's game plan is simple. People before profits, whether it's saving for retirement, finding your next car, or buying your dream home, we can help. Visit smartcu.org, smartcu.org to find out how. Smart Financial, proud sponsor of Rice Athletics, federally insured by the NCUA. JP?
Rice 20, Marshall nothing, 6:03 to go. 1st and 10, the 26-yard line for Marshall after that punt return coming from left to right. Rice trying to do something on the road that they have not done since 1991. Their last win over a ranked team on the road against number 8 Baylor. I've heard Bobby Schlinger talk about that game so often, and they're 6 minutes and 3 seconds away from doing that. 1st down, Wells back to pass, patting the football, throwing a spiral to the right side, caught by, that is Gamage, and he will belly flop up past Bird and Aldridge to the 37-yard line. Gamage brought down for a dozen on that play.
Defense has found something in the hitch of Grant Wells, which is why they've been so successful today. They've been able to kind of read his eyes.
3 to the left, 1 to the right on the receiver setup. First and 10 to 37, snap, and a flag comes in. Another toss to Gamage. Can't spin out of a Bird tackle at the 44.
It's going to be offsides Rice.
Yeah, this should be against Rice here, which would put it at the 1st and 5, the 42, I think. It's either 1st and 5 or 2nd and 5 at the 40. No, they'll move it to the 44. He might decline this here. And Ken Ante is checking with Doc Holliday about what he wants to do.
Offsides defense, number 46. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So yes, indeed, 1st and 5, the 42. That's Grammer who got just across the line. 5:38 remaining. Owls have taken out so much energy from this facility.
They really have. Crowd's quiet.
5 interceptions on the day. First time Rice's defense has done that since 5 against Hawaii, October of 2008. Back to pass as well, serving left, middle, right, back left again. Throws a strike over the left side to Keaton in front of Orgy and that is Lockhart. Tackle made at the 49 of Rice territory. And that goes for 9 yards and a Rice Owls first down. Excuse me, a Marshall first down to the Rice 49.
Yeah, it is. They'll find some spots in that defense, but they continue to throw the ball. There are going to be some opportunities for that defense again.
First down and 10. Trips to the right for Marshall. One of those guys, Gamage. Back to pass is Wells. Looking left now. Gamage is actually on that left side. That was Keaton on the right side, but throw Gamage complete. And he's down to the 43-yard line. 44 for 5 yards. Second down and 5. There's a Marshall big lineman that is down on the field. That's Tariq Adams, one of their backup tackles, redshirt senior from Valdosta, Georgia. Second down and 5.
But I tell you only have 4:59 remaining in this ball game, and Rice Owls are smelling shut out here. Amazing over the number 15 team in the nation. Defense playing well, and it's not enough to say here.
See a note on Grammer, speaking of, had that offsides, but 7 tackles today, a career high. So Grammer stepped up from Montero. The whole defense, the secondary has stepped up with the 5 picks today. And Giovanni Johnson stepping up for Mike Collins. Kalen Griffin, you could say, stepping in for Drew Motoviano, even though that's a familiar role. And then Broussard stepping in for him.
Yeah.
Jake Bailey stepping up for a gone Austin Tremmel. Yeah. Everybody has stepped up.
Making a name for themselves now.
Second and 5, 44, under 5 minutes to go. Marshall driving down 20-0. Yes, you heard that right if you're just punching us up. Hand to Knox, and he will shimmy his way by Madden, the right guard for the block, down to the 41-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Third down and short. Twins to the right side. Here's Wells out of the shotgun. Takes that snap, hands to Knox, running to the right side by Piercy. Got a hole running into Chamberlain down to the 36 for a first down. A gain of 5 yards. First down and 10.
Now you got a Rice player down. And
Trey Schumann.
I don't like that.
Injured player for Rice.
Let's hope it's a cramp.
The injured player is Trey Schumann.
4:27, fourth quarter. Rice 20, Marshall nothing.
Need to just let this clock run down. I know that, Rice wants to slow it down for Marshall. You don't want Marshall to get any type of momentum here, and they've been known to go tempo at times. And Trey Schumann's up now.
Thankfully, that is looks like just a little bump. Easy for us to say from up here. Marshall, 241 total yards. We look at the Houston Methodist leaderboard. Rice, 191 in this game. We haven't referenced the stats a lot because the stats have really been meaningless outside of the big one, the 5 picks by the Rice defense. Rice 4 penalties, Marshall 8. That's been big, but Marshall here, first down and 10 to 36. Shotgun snap to Wells. Looking right, standing, now being pressed towards his sideline. Inachuko chasing him down. Wells flings it deep down the sideline, incomplete, and a flag comes in late on the play. This will be on Inachuko, a late hit coming out of bounds, and he gets shoved down. They won't call that. The second guy in this time.
So there's a, wow.
Unsportsmanlike contact, defense number 91. Number 91's first unsportsmanlike, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Of course, they don't get Dalton Tucker
for pushing.
But
oh man, Akena down.
Yeah,
Tucker pushes down Akena after the play.
And he was outside that white, almost to the green when he got shoved down. So that is the correct call, unfortunately. First down to Rice 21. Marshall driving, trailing your Rice Owls 20-0. 3 receivers to the left. Blitz comes in. They pick it up as Wells. Tosses the left side of the tight end. Gains at the 16-yard line. Grabbed around the ankles by Chamberlain. The tackle finished off by Aldridge at the 15. 6 yards. Second down and 4.
Well, the best cure, best remedy for that last situation is just to get the win and try to shut them out.
How about the true freshman Caleb James from North Shore High School? Just rushed out after being on that last play. Snapping a handoff to Knox, being strung out wide to the right side. Gets pushed away and then brought down here nearby Aldridge and Bird helping out on that stop.
Timeout. Marshall, they're first.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that was Naeem Smith playing that run. And we have a timeout on the field. Rice 20, Marshall nothing. 3:35 to go. Better stay with us here from Learfield IMG College.
No one wants to fight the traffic to and from the stadium or arena. You don't have to when you go Win. Win Transportation. Enjoy the game, not fight the traffic. 5 people or 5,000.
Please reset the game clock to 40 seconds. 4 0. 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
With extra specialty. So when it's game time, remember, all you need is Win. Book at GoWin.com. GOWYNNE.com.
The lights, the sound, the cameras, the electricity. If you can feel it, hear it, see it,
hey, JP, you got one more
IBEW electrician built it. The members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 716 built the things that make Rice University and Houston great, and we want you to join us. Excellent training, fantastic benefits in retirement, and 0 student loan debt. Build a better career. To
yeah, it is, because it's when I try to straighten the cord out, it crackles.
Mike's up. Rice 20, 15th ranked Marshall nothing, 3:40 remaining in this game. Next broadcast of Rice football Saturday in the season finale from the Frankie Hicks radio booth in Houston. TBA on that kick versus UAB. Houston Methodist Hospital pregame show 30 minutes before that Blazers game. It'll be an earlier afternoon. Will not be a night kick. So 2:30 or noon would be the probable start times for that one against UAB. Owls have lost 3 straight in that series against UAB, but they've won 2 of 3 at Rice Stadium. 3:40 left, my friend. Rice trying to make a little bit of history. First time in this millennium to try to win against a ranked team and on the road, no less.
This would be awesome to get the win.
Rice 20, Marshall nothing. 3:40 to go. 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Got Wells out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Here's the shotgun snap. Looking left, throwing towards the end zone. He has got his guy Keaton, and he stumbles down back of the end zone. No call. I was waiting for that flag to come out as Owls had Lockhart back there in coverage.
Lockhart did a nice job in coverage. The ball was thrown a little too high for Keaton to be able to even get to it, so it wasn't a great throw.
Been a tough day for Wells with those 5 picks, 18 of 34 passing, 165 yards. He has not solved the riddle of that Brian Smith defense today. That Owls 3-4 front, they have really caused him a lot of worry there. 4th and 6 now at the Owls 17-yard line. This could do it for the Owls. Here's the snap. Here is Wells. Looking middle, looking right, dumping it down. Knocked down, incomplete at the line of scrimmage. Eliza Garcia got his big paw on it, knocked it down, and Rice will get the football back at the 17-yard line.
That was a great play by Elijah Garcia. Was able to get wide, and once he got wide, he had position, just put the big paw up there, knocked the ball down. As you saw Wells trying to get it out, just throw it out real nice, calm out to his receiver, but it was Garcia right there in the passing lane.
How do you know that was such a big play? The fans filing towards the exits right now. Rice 20, Marshall nothing, 3:31 to go. Timeout on the field from Learfield IMG College. That is always a sweet sight on the road. Any road victory is sweet. And a victory over a ranked team, no less. But a shutout victory on the road with the parts the Owls have had. What a great display. And the Owls get Marshall to turn it over on downs. They'll get it back at the 17.
I guess the Owls will get a little national attention today.
They better.
Let's just say they shut this thing out, 20-0. They end up winning this thing. I think they get some national attention today. And finally, it all comes together for the Rice Owls coaching staff. They've been working so hard to try and get a victory like this, to change the culture, to build the confidence of these players. They've done 1 and 2. Now it's about winning, being able to put some W's on the board because you have changed the culture, because you've changed the mindset. And guys are a lot more confident now when they play the game. Now all of a sudden you're getting wins the way they got today, physical and running the football, and Giovanni Johnson playing a heck of a game.
And after what the folks said, it felt like a loss against UTEP, getting the kickoff pushed back and then eventually canceled. Yeah. And for them to regroup, get by it with the backup folks, interchangeable parts, and looks like they will get this road win, but still 3:30 to go. 1st and 10, they're on 17. Giovanni Johnson, redshirt freshman from Conway, Arkansas, hands to Broussard, who turns it up the middle and to the right. Broussard, 215 pounds of muscle running forward. Got 5 yards on that first down carry, 2nd down and 5, and Marshall uses the timeout.
It was cut back on his own run. Nice job there, and Rice Owls, they're going to talk to their guys, talk about what they need to do, the strategy to close this game out with 3:17 to go.
They're second. Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
So they called the timeout, pointed to Rice, but Ken Ante said Marshall. Wouldn't see any reason Rice would call the timeout here, so.
No.
Would be for the Thundering Herd right now at 3:25. They put it back on the clock here. Rice 20 and Marshall nothing.
They want to close this game out. And I tell you what, it's interesting as I look around the city here from where we are. We can see, the area around us, and it's a spitting image of how the Rice Owls have played today. Very blue collar,
rustic,
blue collar, and they have played very physical, and that's what you normally expect from a Marshall team. That's why they are 7-0, at least coming into this game.
Johnson shotgun coming out of that stoppage. 2nd and 5, they're on 23. Rice leading 15th ranked Marshall 20-0. Gunn again, a handoff to Broussard, and he will, nothing fancy, work his way to the left side, get a couple yards before the middle linebacker Neal brings him down, and Marshall will call another timeout at 3rd down and 2 for Rice, the 25.
Marshall. We've seen a lot of zone cutback runs today.
It will be 30 seconds.
By the Rice Owls. It's been fantastic, I think, to actually watch them run the football. We've seen trap plays, a lot of zone cutback runs today. They've done a phenomenal job. They threw the ball when they had to throw the football, only when they had to throw the football. And Giovanni Johnson has really shown me something today. He's shown you I can do what I need to do when I need to do it. And it's important that you have a quarterback in this situation when, Mike Collins isn't with you. You have a quarterback who can come in and play as well as Giovanni has played today.
It's so rewarding to watch it. I couldn't imagine experience it because the mindset, the mantra has been next man up, and that's exactly what they have done here. This season, in this game, it's really come to fulfillment here, on the verge of upsetting 15th-ranked Marshall. As Johnson will point at the defense, standing tall, 3rd down and 2, the 25-yard line. Hand to Broussard, and he lunges forward again, has that forward lean, trying to get that nail in the coffin up to the 27-yard line. They say move those chains. Let's see if they grant him. Yes, indeed. They say he moves the sticks. Still 3:15 to go. Rice 20, Marshall nothing.
But that's a start. You get the first down here with 3:15 remaining in the ball game, and the one thing you want to do is keep that clock moving. Now you need a big-time first down play here. Don't do anything silly. You just need a big-time first down play. Marshall knows that you've been cutting back all day long. You've been running zone cutback runs all day long. And you've been hitting the middle of that defense as well. But guess who's not in the game right now? Kalen Griffin's not in the game. So you have Ari Broussard. May as well go ahead and continue doing what you've been doing.
Chewing that time off, 6 seconds to snap it now. They rush out of the huddle, twins to the right side. Here is Johnson and the shotgun. Snap. Lead to Broussard again, plows his way forward, moving straight up that hash. South to north runner here in this case, and he runs and barrels over Hodge for a first. Nope, still shy of the first down, but he did get 7 yards on that first down to the 34.
That's the kind of play we're talking about, JP. You got to have a big-time play. You need 7 yards on that first down carry, especially when you're deep in your own territory. You're against the clock, 2:30 and ticking. And now you got a short second down opportunity to convert into a first down. And the Owls today, on 3rd down, they are 4 of 12. They can make it 5 of 13 here.
That's the thing. It has not been a pretty game. Conrad into the game along with Mason, but only thing that matters is that scoreboard. Near the 2-minute mark, 2nd and 3, the 34th snap. Give to Broussard. He stops, changes direction from the right back to the left, and moves across to meet Drayton, redshirt senior from Largo, Florida. These are not Florida conditions right now. To the, the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Nate Griffin under 2 minutes to go.
Well, you made that observation that these are not Florida conditions. Are you saying the Florida young man cannot play in cold weather? Is that what you're indicating there?
Not at all, not at all. Here you go, under 100 seconds left. Owls savoring this one. This will be a sweet flight home for the Rice Owls. Conrad and Mason out of the huddle. Short side of the field is to the left. 3rd down and 1, the 36. One of the final snaps here for the Owls. Johnson stands tall. Give to Broussard. Plops into the back and rolls across. Gets the first down up to the 40-yard line. 1:15 left. Rice 20, Marshall nothing. Owls will not have to snap it except, one more time in this game. They'll be flying home with a W.
I think I can crack this joke now. Tom Franklin, I don't know if you remember Tom Franklin, not former Houston Oiler, play-by-play man, and great announcer. We've known him for years, great friend. He hits me on a message and asks me, why am I dressed like I'm going on an expedition in Antarctica and you are wearing short-sleeve shirts? You're making me look bad here,
that Norwegian blood in me.
Yes, you're making me look bad here, JP.
45 seconds left. Johnson takes the knee, and that will do it from Huntington, West Virginia. The Owls will not have to snap it again. Yes, 33 seconds left, 34 on the play clock. The Rice Owls have come in and stunned the 15th-ranked Marshall Thundering Herd. Rice 20, Marshall nothing here. How do you like that? How does that sound? Rice Owls, the Owls with the upset road victory.
It is unreal, unbelievable that they've come here and have beaten Marshall, shut them out when probably no one gave them a chance, and then
Mike Bloomgren gets the Powerade bath to the far way. They are dancing around him, and that water never felt warmer for Mike Bloomgren to get that Powerade bath. Rice 20, Marshall nothing. Owls dancing on the field. They have done away with some of the post-game handshakes and the greetings in our socially distant times, but what a great moment. The high watermark era of the Mike Bloomgren era right now. The Dunleavy family head football coach, the 19th head coach in Rice history. His team heading towards the locker room right now. The happiest of times. They've been through some low points. One of those, the cancellation against UTEP, the loss against North Texas after they showed so much, but coming on the road with their backup quarterback and so many backups stepping up, a shutout road win at the 15th ranked team in the nation. It truly does not get much better than this.
It doesn't. And again, all of it has come together. Everything that he talked about when he first got here has finally come to fruition. And you really have to feel good for him, because this is the kind of game that he needed to win, especially in COVID-19. After the first couple of seasons he's had, got to feel good for head coach Mike Bloomgren and that Rice football team.
Owls heading up the ramp.